Yes, let's hunt down an aboleth and let Kokum eat it.
I don't think I want to eat something that has genetic memory going all the way back to pre-human
Oh, killer.
Oh,
times.
oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's exactly
Yeah,
what you
you
want to
eat
do.
it and you absorb the knowledge.
Okay, we are.
That sounds like a really bad way to go.
We're live, so I'm gonna start link bumming. Where is that?
You know, guys, talking about like my idea for like the Mimic Festival. I like before I had the realization that I was basically making D&D loot boxes. Um,
Nice.
I had an idea of like something for the fun for the kids, and I was like gummy mimics.
Would that essentially just be a gusher?
I mean,
Kind of.
yeah.
I was more thinking like gummy bear consistency, but
Well,
like
it's just because it's got to be like a
gushers
little.
also works.
I was just thinking, like, because if you're trying to do the thing where it's like a gummy version of a little loot box, it's got to have a filling.
I mean, it would still have like prizes in it for the kids, but it would just be,
Oh, that
kids.
would. That's a Kinder Egg suit waiting to happen.
Yeah. Mimics just disguised as Kinder eggs.
A
Prompt.
lot of people would die.
Mm,
They get a lot of food.
prompt.
Well, they wouldn't be like
Delicious.
actually harmful to kids. That hence like the them being called gummy mimics.
Well, I was just thinking about if like an actual mimic disguised itself as a Kinder Egg.
Oh yeah, a lot of people would die if that happened.
You just like open the Kinder Egg, just be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get a tiny bicycle or a weird little dinosaur," and then it whips you in the eyeball with a tentacle and eats your face.
No.
I'm gonna put away my monster carving table that never comes up. Is Link Bombs good?
I am almost done. I just have a few more to do.
All right then.
Oh, okay.
I can't throw it in for you, but I can throw you. No.
You-
Still one of my favorite memes on our memes channel. Actually, I don't think that was it on our memes channel. I know it's on the other service meme channel.
I don't know.
If you want to know how many squirrels fit in a pillowcase, the answer is 9. I think I could put more than
Terrifying.
9 squirrels in a pillowcase.
That number's a bit low. I feel like that number's too low.
Question: do they have to be alive? You could fit a lot of dead squirrels in a pillowcase.
They
I mean,
have to be chunky.
You can knock them out.
Listen, have you ever tried to knock out a squirrel?
No.
Knock
It's
out a
difficult.
squirrel.
If you're not careful trying to knock them out, you'll just kill the little bugger.
I mean,
I have experience
Either way,
having
they're
to
in the
punch a
bag.
squirrel.
Why?
Sometimes, when a creature assaults you, your first reaction is punch.
Yeah. Gummies were mentioned.
rather-
I'm gonna go grab my bag of Swedish fish, so I'll be right back.
Fair enough. Or rather, it's grab, but the creature moves out of the way of the grab, and you end up backhanding it. Because I have a weird record of animals getting into my house and my first reaction just being like, well, you're flying at me at high speeds. I guess I'll grab you. This has happened on multiple occasions with birds. The one time it was a squirrel, the squirrel evaded the grab and instead got backhanded as it kept going towards my face, and I was just like, I'm not permitting this. And then I threw it outside and it ran away. Oof.
Okay, I
Thus
have
continues
gummies.
my complicated relationship with wildlife.
That was an interesting one to come back on.
Yes. It flying viciously at my face, and my innate reaction time being either grab or slap.
Was this a bird or a squirrel that happened with? Because I didn't hear. I just heard of
It's
you.
happened twice with birds where I've grabbed them. It's happened once with a squirrel where I tried to grab it, and it avoided the grab, and it still kept flying towards my face, so I slapped it.
Fair enough. I know there was a time outside your work you found a hummingbird just sitting on the ground chilling, and everyone was concerned. You go to check on it, it's just like, oh shit, and it flew away.
No, that was actually a hummingbird I found inside my store that I put back outside. And then it sort of chilled for a second. And I walked up to basically be like, "Go away," and it did.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think that was one of the times that Zeke and I were your ride from work.
Probably. I have a weird history with just being able to interact with wildlife. It's an ability I don't understand why I have it, but I do. Especially considering I don't really like animals that much.
Yeah, fair enough.
Alright then. I scratch the back of my head, and I think I am ready.
Alright, shall we start?
Yes, almost on time for a change.
Almost.
Alright. Introductions. Hello, I am Albert Hunter. I hunger.
Why didn't you get food before the game?
Because I hunger. Rar.
Fair enough. Hey everybody, I'm Danny Boop. I'm the one who do the stream, and I have come to realize I play a lot of characters who have some form of anxiety. Gee, I wonder why.
Listen, D&D is nothing but an outlet to voice your opinions of the world and how you view yourself.
Yes.
Hello, heyo. I am CJ, and I have been thinking about gummy mimics. Yes. And I have also may have created D&D loot boxes. I hate that.
Listen, just embrace it.
Capitalism. Shakes fist in air.
I'm Methosia. I have nothing else.
Boy, I'm gonna slap you.
I'm fucking tired. Leave me alone.
Well, you good to go? You good to do this?
Yeah.
Why is there just a picture of teeth while I'm looking up gummies?
Hate it.
Yeah, that's fair. I was looking up gummy mimic to see if that's actually a thing, because it seemed like it was too obvious for it not to be a thing. And yet it doesn't seem to be a thing. It just brings up a lot of sugar-free gummy products.
Yeah.
It's because that's mimicking sugar.
Al. Mustard on watermelon doesn't taste that bad, actually. It's pretty good. You should try it.
Get
I
the
don't
fuck
actually like watermelon, so I don't think anything can improve it.
Get the fuck out.
No, just try it. It's good.
No.
Do it.
I refuse on
I
principle.
would only try that watermelon we talked about last session where people were fucking dying over it.
Or
Oh,
would you put
yeah.
mustard on it?
Oh
Maybe.
my god.
I don't think I would, just innately,
No.
but I might try it. And then probably still not enjoy it because it's still a watermelon. Because the
Well,
only
that
part of it
seems
that
something
tastes okay
savage.
is the outside part.
The rind? Then put. I don't know how good mustard and the rind would taste.
It would be the same as putting mustard on a cucumber.
So then do it.
I don't want to. I don't have a cucumber. Anyways, hello everyone, I'm the DM, also known as Ash. This is a weird topic conversation for us to have gotten onto, but apparently put mustard on your watermelon.
Very tasty.
Do it,
Can
you
recommend.
coward.
Do it,
Fucking
you
do it.
coward.
No.
Coward. Anyways,
Oh.
let's get into things.
Welcome, dear abnormals and listeners alike. It is I, your most illustrious of MCs, White Noise, here yet again to bring you another installment of the Ada Report. Clowns! Oh, I love clowns. They can stretch and bend. Reminds me a lot of myself, if you ask me. It's neither here nor there, though. Our agents find themselves at the Garish Garbs, a high-end costume store in the Steam Kingdom, under the ownership of one Seretti the Magnificent, a member of the subrace of humans known as clowns. They were able to find a surprising amount of details leading them forward onto their next leg of their case, and towards the Spire, no less. Things are shaping up to be very interesting for our agents today. We join them now as they are making their way towards Spire University.
Making our way downtown to the Spire.
Oh man. If I had my like iPopo, you'd totally know that it would be playing that.
Just remember that unless you have headphones on, you're not allowed to play any music during this. Because it might get picked up by your microphone and we might get VOD muted.
Yeah.
And the whole purpose of streaming this is so we have a record of what we say.
Mm.
Yeah, but I mean, I can hum it.
Just don't be
Actually,
too
no,
accurate.
because, yeah, Twitch recently put out a thing of if you have a cover on your thing, you can only do that if you don't have your VODs stay up.
Really?
Yeah. Distortion Devil tweeted about it saying it was, not good. I'm not going to say exactly what he said because I want to stay in good standing, but I agree with him.
But that's not how copyright works.
I think it's just Twitch trying to cover their asses is all it is.
Yay.
That's not how copyright works.
And as they say in the business, it's a fucking travesty.
Yup.
Anyways, let's get into things. As the soft jazz plays overhead, ever droning out your thoughts in a way that is not particularly welcome after you've listened to the same music play over and over again as becoming simple background noise. You all find yourselves still walking along the city streets, heading in the direction you were informed that Spire University is. As you all are sort of just making your way pretty much just towards the center of the plate you're on, is there anything you would be particularly wanting to do, look out for, anything like that nature?
I don't suppose we sense any more camera thingies?
Oh, you can make a perception check.
Yeah, Kovgum would be keeping an eye out for that. That is a 21 perception for Kovgum to keep an eye out for any more funky moving metal things.
Any more funky little chicken cameras?
Funky chicken camera.
Is that a check we can all make?
Yeah, if y'all want to.
Okay, I'm gonna do
I'm
it.
18.
You're all aware that it was a potential issue, so might as well keep an eye out for it.
11.
I mean, Given the one that they caught blew up.
Hmm.
Yeah, just maybe.
Alright. You're all staying nice and vigilant, except for Ryfon, who's probably looking at his phone to find a GPS for this place and being very frustrated that he can't get any reliable information about where there's actually going. Because GPS does not really work in the city.
Him just muttering to himself under his breath in Infernal about it. Or a mix of Infernal and Elvish.
Ye- when you fuse German and French together.
French is. Wait. Elvish. Oh, is Elvish French?
I usually describe it as either being like a sort of French. No, wait. No, French and like Italian is usually how I describe Infernal sounding. And then German is what Elvish sounds like. Because most of our modern fairy tales, as we understand them, come from Germany.
Makes sense.
Sorry, I'm very tired.
It's okay.
But yeah. As you all are looking around, just staying vigilant to the fact that there were eyes on you, so obviously there could still be eyes on you somewhere. None of you really note anything other than the fact of you're constant like looking around corners to make sure nothing's following you. It's sort of like making a few of the actual like normal civilians walking around give you a bit of a cautious eye.
Mm-hmm. Are we
But you
walking
do
in a
not-
more like familiar place that Cecil knows?
Right now you're just walking up one of the main streets of the residential plate.
Oh yeah.
So it's definitely a place where Cecil and you, Al, you have probably walked before if you visited the residential area of the Steam Kingdom. At least this particular high-end one near the Spire. Because the Spire isn't the only residential plate, but it's just the biggest one.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine Cecil like takes a lot of the high profile like on this big plate.
Yeah, you do get access to quite a lot of jobs up here through the connections you have. It pays better money than normal jobs and is usually less dangerous. Or has less potential for danger. Even if you have to deal with some uppity, annoying people sometimes.
Mm.
Hipsters!
Cecil tries not to get those kind of not to like be bogged down by those kind of people.
Fair enough.
No.
But yeah. So both Alu and Cecil, you pretty much because of your guidance, there's no need for a survival check or anything like that to actually find your way towards the Spire University, because it's relatively well known where it is, since you are both residents of this part of the city. But yes, aside from the cautious glances you're getting from some of the normal people just walking the streets as you all are being like, do, Inspector me.
Inspector.
Inspector Lizard.
Inspector Lizard. Lizard.
Just Kogum crawling along the ground on all fours, constantly head swinging back and forth, back and forth.
I found a bug. I hate when I say something and crack myself up over it. But yeah, aside from those cautious glances you're getting from the average people in the street, nothing really catches any of your eyes in terms of being watched.
Might have been the only scout.
I will say this. Zadi, or everyone but Ryfon, unfortunately. As you all
It's
are
all
progressing
good.
further... Sorry.
Hey, the dice are just not on my side tonight. Simple as.
Yeah, but everyone but Zadi, or everyone but Ryfon, You all do notice as you're progressing a little bit further into the city, you are starting to notice some early 20s age people. Surprising a number of them being humans, though you are seeing some things like bugbears and orcs and half-orcs as well, who are wearing the colors of the school you're heading to. I don't know why I forgot the word school for a second. University is the word I was actually trying to think of.
I imagine the others would have explained to Kovgum the colors that they should be keeping an eye out for because he wasn't one who looked at the camera or looked at the screen.
Oh yeah, that's true. The colors of the university, how it correlates to the footage we saw.
Yeah, from his perspective, it's just like, we're all going in this direction. Okay.
Well,
To
I'd
be
imagine
fair,
we
not
like
far
after,
away.
yeah. And like I'd also imagine we'd all like after we visited Garish Garbs, while we were walking over, we were like discussing like what we've learned so far.
Yeah, if you all want to actually have some sort of discussion about that now, that's perfectly fine while you're just walking.
I think it's more of a, for sort of brevity, fill Kovgum in on the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we
Yes,
do have
yeah.
limited time tonight.
We have limited time every night.
I know, but it's a little more pressing tonight.
Anyway, we are seeing more people with these colors.
I'm just gonna say this right now, guys. Just because we have limited time doesn't mean you need to constrict what you're doing for roleplay. Just keep that in mind. It's still a normal session. If I want progression to happen, I'll make progression happen. Alrighty then. Alright, so nothing of, as you all are just sort of like idly chatting to Kovgum, telling him about school colors, basically the representation. You kind of grasp the concept, Kovgum, because your time spent with the armored men, they did tell you about things like coat of arms and identifying marks of that nature. Stuff like flags, too. See, you have a vague concept of humans and other races like that really use colors and patterns to identify things. But not like snake dangerous type things, just things in general.
Yes. Your bizarre concept of labeling everything.
Why cannot just be fish? Why must be trout or bass? Just fish.
Because certain fish are dangerous.
That negative fish.
That
So you say that, but there are like 50 different types of cherry salmon.
Oh my god, yeah, you're right.
Not even. Why not just cherry salmon? It's just, no, 50 different types of cherry salmon. Because they all live in different places. They all taste the same, they all look the same, but they have 50 different types because scientists are anal. Okay, we're good. That's fine.
I kind of just think that this is Alu.
I was about to say I could totally see this being a rant Aliu's going into that Kovgum probably just nodding his head along to.
Kovgum's just hearing salmon, 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 salmon.
Yeah, it's just like, you keep saying that word. It makes me hungry.
It should make you hungry. It's fish. But you don't need 50 different types for the same damn fish species. Just call it a salmon.
You see a salmon trident walk past you.
Oh my god.
Kokum, there's a fish with 2 legs.
Just the whole deer in the headlights. What the?
It's a red herring.
No, it's a salmon.
I
This is why we have 50 different types of classifications for cherry salmons.
The weird subsects of knowledge each one of these players have. Alrighty then. But it doesn't take too much longer for you all to actually reach the outside of the campus, where there is a wall built around it.
Ah. Home sweet home.
Kovgum immediately starts to try to climb the wall.
Don't climb the wall. Cecil's like just like no.
Kovka, make a Constitution saving throw.
13.
That is a failure.
So
You immediately take 7 points of lightning damage as you grab the wall, and your entire body is suddenly rocked with electrical force.
That's why you don't climb the university walls.
You can all see as Kovgum lets go of the wall, there's just like this very gentle ripple of arcane runes that pops into existence for a second before fading away again.
How's Kogum in terms of HP?
He's fine.
Lightly tasered is his HP.
His hand
lightly
is
fried
singed.
fish fillets.
His hand is singed. Don't worry about it.
He's not bleeding out the cracks of his armor.
That's always nice.
I wasn't expecting that to be the smell of baked lizard, but now I know.
Why do
bake?
they have these walls that hurt when you touch them but don't have spikes?
It's just
Convenient.
it's a security measure in place that doesn't. I guess it comes down to aesthetics too.
It's also more effective.
Yeah.
You know, it's mostly just because not having someone is having like any kind of arcane knowledge. So people like Aoyu, you'd understand this pretty well. Not having the runes visible constantly makes them use less power. It's like turning your phone screen off.
And having it be visible is very akin to AC electricity, always going back and forth. But if you have DC, it only moves when you need it to move. Hence, you don't see the runes.
Electricity. But yeah. There is actually one of these guard stations which serves also as a gatehouse through this wall. Probably about 100 yards off to the right of where you guys first come to it.
No. Who wants to go talk to the guards? Or who wants me to build a catapult?
We're not getting over the. Can't we just go? I'd like to imagine at a few points that Cecil has delivered within the university.
Yeah, you've definitely made deliveries to the inside of the university. You've had to make deliveries to the spire directly before, which is in the university.
Yeah.
The university is built around the base of the spire.
Yeah. So, I kind of look towards to Ryphon, and I think it's better if the two of us go to talk to that guard, and hopefully they'll let Cove in after what just happened.
Yeah, I'm sure if we just explain that was a misunderstanding on his part, we'll be fine.
Okay. While they're walking, Cecil is just like, Cove, is it just your immediate instinct to climb a wall.
We needed to get on the other side of the other side of the wall.
Never thought to ask permission.
Not even that. Usually if you're getting over the wall like that, you're invading the place. So there are better ways to get in places that are less noticeable.
Kovgum.
Not breaking and entering, trespassing. That's the word.
Kovgum, you remember this pesky concept that Krista taught you about private property
Yes, this
and how you don't like
this
it.
thing that's annoying to him.
The concept that a person can own property when they're not a tribe that needs the land. Most bizarre.
I mean, technically, a university could be construed as like a tribe.
True. You're not wrong.
All these rules imply this, improper that. You can't apparently go and walk into a place or even take a step somewhere without offending something.
Right. It's always, you can't just kidnap people. You can't just pull out their souls. Stop that. You need to follow electrical codes. Like,
I don't think these are equivalent.
I don't think the first
I
two
don't-
were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with Zari on that one.
it's
I don't know what y'all do here, but that seems
Everyone's just awkwardly staring at Alhu.
concerning.
well, I never did it. But can you imagine how much
I don't
progress
believe
could
you.
Make? Well, if I could listen, if I could, I'd be. My knowledge would be much more vast than it currently is. Let's put it that way.
Certain restrictions and laws keep people safe. That's the purpose. It keeps from other people getting hurt.
Not necessarily. Some
I
laws
said
are just-
certain, didn't I?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yeah.
Who am I hurting by just
I didn't mean-
climbing the wall?
I thought you meant that in character. I'm sorry. I'm not mad at you. I promise. But Cecil does seem a little miffed at Aliu's disregard for common sense, safety.
I mean,
Ethics.
Yes.
ethics, sure. Common sense, safety,
You got stabbed a lot.
I got stabbed a lot. This is fair.
I mean, same. But also,
And
like,
you
I
didn't.
have. Cecil has, like, several, like, light scratches on their face, and some you could see, like, peeking out from under the collar of her shirt. But it's just like, I know. I know about safety hazards. My job is a safety hazard.
You know how much
Yeah.
faster it is.
You're gonna grab Ryfon and take him to the guard tower as well?
Yeah.
Really did. So you two make your way over to this little guard station. Cecil, you actually do recognize this guard. Is it someone you've dealt with a couple of times?
Cool,
Just
cool, cool.
a very old, white-haired man who never quite opens his eyes. Every movement he takes has a little bit of a rattle to it. He's like, hello?
I
Oh,
haven't. Yeah.
I see. So, what brings you here today?
I have a feeling that Cecil might like know the guard by name.
Yeah. His name is Marcus.
Hi, Mr. Marcus.
Oh, hello, Cecil. How are you doing today?
Doing good. I'm doing good. I'm actually on the clock right now, and me and my friends need to get in.
You and your friends. Okay, let me take a look-see here.
Yeah.
He, like, presses his face, like, almost against the glass of his guardhouse.
Yeah. Cecil
Eyes
holds
still
up.
not open.
Cecil holds up like her normal what's this? Like ID badge for work, and also kind of gestures Ryphon to hold up like an ADA symbol.
Yeah, he'll
Like-
do so.
Yeah.
Ada. That's odd. We don't normally see Ada agents around here.
As I'm becoming increasingly aware. But it's orders from the Spire, apparently.
Well then, let me check to see if anything came through the old docket. He's like very slowly, just jittering all the way. Picks up a clipboard with various little notes, just sticky noted to it. Let's see here. Let me put on my reading glasses. He's got like that librarian chain with little tiny spectacles around his neck, and he just puts them on his like big bulbous nose.
I'm just picturing the toy store
Picturing,
from
like,
Toy Story 2.
He's
Yeah.
very, very
Yes,
accurate. What I
yes.
imagine
yeah,
too.
or-
Except with like
yeah,
longer,
just-
slightly longer hair.
well, yeah, but just like some old guy who looks like he'd blow away in a stiff breeze.
Yes, very much. All right, then let's see here. Yes, here we go. You did get passage from the Spire to enter today. I suppose I can let your friends come through just as long as they don't cause any trouble. Are you willing to take responsibility for them, Cecil?
Looks at Cecil looks over at Ryphon. Yes, Mr. Marcus, I will. I take full responsibility.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
willing to help
since-
you.
Well, since you're here on official business, but even Ada agents are gonna have to sign in. He slides the flashbacks of Cove occur. Flashbacks
Like
of Shrimp.
electric. Zap zap.
He slowly, methodically picks up another clipboard and slides it through a little glass box on the front of his guard stand. I'll just need you all to sign your names here, and I can get you some passage badges so the arcane field won't shock you.
Alright.
Otherwise, you would be fried to death,
Yeah. Like,
and your body would
literally.
legally be allowed to be used as a cadaver for research purposes.
You have cadavers.
Yeah, no, don't like that.
Only for students.
I also don't like the way you said that so enthusiastic.
Don't worry about it.
Like, it's really surprising, Zari. But yeah, he
It's not
passes.
surprising. That doesn't mean he has to like it.
That's fair. So yeah, Marcus passes through this clipboard with a bunch of empty slots on it for you all to fill out your names.
Yay.
Basically, the guests sign in.
Pretty much, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
I'm
Ryphon
assuming
will
you all
sign,
do
no
it just as-
issue.
Kogum is just a splot.
Yeah, sign your name or make your mark here.
All right, let's see here.
Cecil probably just like right next to the spot, just writes out Kovkum's name.
All right then. Let's see here. We've got Ryfod, Zari, Alu. It's a creative name. Were your parents by any chance Ooblexes, Mr. Lizard Man?
You what?
I'll take that as a no. Alright then. Alright, if you all would take one of these cards, please. He slides the clipboard back through after typing something quickly into a computer. It
That's the
spits
only-
out a bunch of these cards on this plank for you to take. Each one is notarized with your name, so please just take it and press it between your palms.
Alright.
No. Okay.
Let me turn the flip slightly because I can't hear him very well.
If you're entering the university, clap your hands.
Not like a clap, they're like saying like hold it between your palms. Who wants to do it first?
I mean, technically, clapping your palms is holding it between your palms.
Cecil does it first.
Oh, you don't need to do it. You already have one of these.
Oh, okay.
You know what this process is.
Ah, okay.
But I'm still not going to describe it to you
I guess
until it happens.
Alright.
Ryfon will do it then.
Alright. Ryfon, you take 1 point of damage as you feel something prick into the bases of both of your palms.
Ah, shit!
And suddenly the card, which previously just had your name on it, fills out with red lettering a bunch of weird physical information about you. Like a weirdly accurate description of your person and your race as well. It even has like a little picture of you, despite the fact there was no picture taken of you, which is kind of weird.
Okay, that's odd, but...
Cool.
Ow.
It's just how you're magically registered into the system so that the arcane defenses won't attack you. That's
Question.
only a temporary pass, though. It's only valid for 24 hours.
Well, hopefully we
Question.
only need it for that long. He says as he's shaking his hand.
Question, Ash. Does the picture never update?
For the 24-hour passes, it updates every single time you have it made.
Okay.
As for the pass you haven't had it updated in a while, but the actual description of you does update.
Okay.
It's weird because it also changes whenever you're wearing a different outfit.
Yeah. But the picture doesn't update?
No, it's like a process to actually get the picture updated.
Okay. Yeah, Cecil just holds up her pass, see the difference between a permanent pass and a or a work pass versus the 24-hour temp pass. It's
Yeah, the
Cecil
main-
with a lot longer hair, pulled back into a ponytail.
The main difference being yours is made of a hard laminate plastic, whereas theirs are just paper cards.
Yay.
Okay. Does everyone do the little hand pressing process?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Someone said they had a question?
If a thing exploded in front of me, I'm covered in tiny scratches. Can I just rub it up against the wounds?
No.
Cauterize.
Alright, fresh blood it
it's-
is.
It's a specific process via magical means where it must be pressed between your palms.
Alright. Well,
Question. Can it actually pierce Kovgum's thick scales?
Skov can put it between his hands.
He picks the one with the splotch up.
Yes, the one that has labeled you as.
Mm. Mm. And just following instructions, place it in one palm, just flaps it with the other.
Second passes, and then you do feel that same little boing prick sensation in both of your palms. And the thing that was previously just like a weird little ink splotch on it does shape and turn into the name Kovgum. And the same thing happens where it also does make the visual depiction of you, gives you the visual description, states your race. Has a number next to your race for some reason. You don't know what that number means.
That's weird. What is this number here?
What number?
For anyone else that looks, it's the same place where your ages are written.
Oh, that's how old you are.
There are 2 3s here. What does this mean?
I mean,
How
you said
many-
2 3s?
Yes.
It means you're 33.
It's been 33 years since your birth. You've been alive for 33 years. You have been dead for 33
Interesting.
years.
You softskins keep track of so many things.
It helps track with development.
It's so we can make sure we can track you down if you do anything bad.
Is
He says disconcertingly without any emotion.
Or again, kind of too cheerful about that.
It's like laws are wacky, you know.
I would never.
Listen, this is in fact the kingdom where you could get murdered and they can justify it by saying they needed your body for research.
Yeah.
If they can
Researching
prove
the
that they
what?
had
How fast we can murder someone.
No, it's literally if they can prove that they have if they have basically a research permit and need a cadaver, they can just acquire a cadaver.
Excuse you, I have a license?
That
Ah,
sounds
shit,
like some
alright.
Brooks and
License to
Hare
kill.
shit.
Ah, fuck, well, he's got a license.
Yeah. He literally has a tag for that corpse. That's his corpse now.
Look out, boys. He's got a license.
Brooks
Okay,
and
hold
Hare, Brooks and Hare.
You can kill someone to get a cadaver, but can you steal a cadaver off of someone?
If you have speaking above game, you need to actually have a valid reason to need it.
Yeah, so like you have research, and then like
Yeah, if you
steal
have a
someone else's
research
cadaver.
permit, if you have a research
Murder.
permit to need a cadaver, you can acquire one via whatever means. If you
What if-
steal it from
what if-
someone, they're allowed to retaliate against you.
Ah, okay.
Listen, laws in this kingdom are very lax.
Evidently.
Laws exist, if only to be flaunted.
They basically only exist in the residential areas.
For the name of progress, of course.
Yeah, the moment you leave the residential areas, it's all in the name of progress.
It's on site.
Yeah, whatever laws the company dictates are the laws for their specific building and zoning area. More or less.
Mm.
That's why the Spire is trying really hard to make a unified law system for this area. And they keep failing because no one will agree to it.
Yeah.
But why
Sounds
follow
alright.
laws if we could not?
That is quite literally what is happening.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
the political affair in the Steam Kingdom part of Crater City right now.
Yeah. Laws. We like those. No, we don't.
Dude,
We like
Do
those
we
when they
though?
suit us.
We like laws when it means we get to kill people for science
So we basically have an entire nation of politicians and police.
and money.
Yes, except not.
except not.
For politicians and police to exist, you have to have a centralized government.
Think Bioshock.
That's actually not inaccurate.
Hmm.
It's inspired by the steampunk ideal, so there's a lot of just shit happens. You deal with it going on. Anyways, you all perform this little process to get your cards made. It provides them for you. And Marcus just nods.
If you didn't want to get stabbed, you shouldn't have been in stabbing range.
Yeah.
What a prick move.
God, fuck off.
I get it. Only because Marcus likes puns do you avoid taking damage.
This is Alu's guy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Alright then. Is there anything else you folk need?
Well,
aside from you, Cecil, I don't recognize the rest of you, so I assume most of you are from out of town.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm from
Cecil
everywhere.
asked, Ryphon, should we ask him about who we're looking for?
Probably wouldn't hurt.
You're
Okay.
looking for someone in particular? I thought you said you were heading for the Spire. I guess we could be making a delivery to someone specific.
Less of a delivery and more, it's an active investigation from Ada.
Oh, some Ada crap, okay.
Is that the government? We don't like them. Goddamn government.
Not that they don't like the government, they just don't understand the need for the government.
Goddamn government.
Anyway.
So who are you looking for, then? I can see if I have them on register.
Let me just. Ryphon will be. He'll flip through the notes that he has, and it's me being like, DM, I forgot it because it's been 2 weeks. Please help.
Yeah.
I got it. You said it was a Philip Castilla.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's forgot about that. Forgot about his last name. The fact that it's so close to the robotics company's last name.
Yeah, I thought that was purposeful.
No, his name was randomly generated. That's why it was so funny.
Yeah, it's
I might
just-
work it into
It's
it
two
now.
different it's two different spellings for what sound almost like the same last name.
Eh.
Right.
And then we'll meet someone named Howard Castle. And I'm like, God damn it.
Don't worry, he won't murder you. I think I'm thinking of the wrong castle.
But
I was thinking, the last name, I was thinking of like the TV show.
Isn't he a murderer? Or am I thinking of a
Oh,
different show?
so he's a author that writes about murder mysteries.
I thought he was actually a murderer.
No,
you're thinking of Dexter.
that's
That's what
Dexter,
I'm thinking of.
which I think
was
is
blending
having
the
a
shows-
reboot.
I think I was blending the shows together in my brain. Where it's like a guy who was an author for a murderer, but was also actually a murderer. It was just writing about what he was doing, and people would just be like, "Oh, bestseller.
Hey, that's pretty neat.
That's
I know.
accurate. That's weirdly accurate."
Anyway,
Oddly specific.
How many times did you stab him?
You just
I mean,
ran into my
there was
knife 10 times, officer.
He just ran into my knife. He ran into my knife 10 times.
All
I mean, in
right, then.
Japan, it's something
So-
like that did happen.
So
in
you're
Japan,
looking-
something like
okay, the
Yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah.
looking for a Philip Castile. Castile.
I have the spelling of it right here, and Ryphon will show him the note with that he wrote the name down.
He just squints his eyes harder, even though they're already closed.
Mm.
When you lose your
Alright, then.
glasses.
Oh, he's still wearing them. He's just squinting. Alright, then let's see. Philip C. Philip Cass. Okay, let's take a look here. He should be on campus right now. Doesn't show signs of exiting through one of the guard gates recently.
Oh, so there's more than one of these?
Yes,
They're
we're the
like
main
magnetic.
guard gate here, but there's also one at every cardinal direction leading from the facility.
I mean, it's college campus. That makes sense.
I guess.
Yes.
Keep the
Well,
students
Specifically,
safe.
you all entered from, I believe, the western gate.
Hey,
Alright, then.
Mr. Marcus, who else is working today?
It would depend on what department you're asking about. Or do you mean for the guard
Guards.
post?
Of the guard posts.
Alright, let me see for you. Normally I wouldn't give you this, but I like you, Cecil.
Thanks, Mr. Marcus. You're the best.
Ooh. That's why they that's what they call me, the best.
You're the best.
He sounds like such a doddering old man. It's great.
He is a doddering old man.
No, like he sounds like the quintessential old man.
That's what he is.
Yay.
You want to see my grandkids?
I don't have any grandkids.
Not anymore.
Oh my god!
I've been 93 for the last 80 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was born this way.
He's actually one of the university's
Benjamin
experiments.
I'm Benjamin Button.
Oh my god.
But I never.
It just reversed.
Yeah,
I'm
but he
big.
never gets younger.
I'm Benjamin Button, but I was born, and then they used an anti-aging serum on me, so I got stuck this way. And I've been this way for the last 80 years. No. He doesn't say that,
84 years.
It's been 84 years.
Alright, let's see. Okay, we've got Sarah working at the North Gate right now. She's a new hire, so I don't think you would have met her yet. We've got William working at the East Gate. You've met him before. He's that boy that tries to flirt with you.
Yes, I'm aware. I'm
Okay.
aware, Mr. Marcus.
Alright then, and...
The way you said that was so entertaining.
Because he's a doddering old man, he's just like, you should give him a chance.
Yeah, it sounds like, you know.
You could say it's in his will to date you.
Oh, I get it. What was I doing? Oh, yes.
Who are you?
Don't get it.
I hope that was you talking to Tally.
Ooh.
I thought
No,
I just heard
Armored.
Armored very gently say, go get it.
Yes, same.
No. That was Kovgum just go mumbling to himself. I don't get it.
Oh, I don't get it. So I just heard the go get it part.
Yes, same.
Oh. Serena, I thought you thought Armored was like, who are you?
Kovgum just loses all sense of object permanence.
He did get shocked.
Oh, and then we have Mr. Charles at the. Wait, was he at the south or the north gate?
You said Sarah
There's
was at
some-
the North Gate.
That's right.
That's why Mr.
Sorry.
Charles is the other quintessential old man. He just doesn't want you on his lawn.
So he'll chuck you off his lawn.
Yes, Charles. I love my Charles. He just smiles that old man smile.
No. Gay old man.
Aww.
Wait. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just gay old man.
Yeah. Just two gay old men. Keeping kids off their lawn.
One's nice, the other one doesn't want you on his lawn.
Yeah.
Get off my property!
It's like, Mr. Charles, I'm supposed to be here. I have the papers.
What?
The papers, Mr. Charles.
I don't told you I don't want you on my property, little kid.
I'm 24, Mr. Charles.
Nice.
I am
You're-
394. What?
You're under 75. You're a little kid. But yes, that's the other guards on duty right now.
All right. I'm assuming William is like around or maybe a little bit older than Cecil.
He's like. Actually, let me look what age he is. I actually do have notes for these characters. He's 26.
Okay. So he's like a little bit older. Okay.
Just a little bit.
Next.
You don't know how old Sarah is.
Yeah,
You
because
don't
she's
know how old Marcus is either.
He's been 95 for 80 years.
Cecil doesn't want to ask. It's rude.
Do you think? Do you think William would cover the bill during a date?
That is kind of funny.
Why-
Like, now I'm thinking about it.
Why do you want to know?
While you're talking about your bizarre mating rituals,
Let's just.
yes, a
work.
quarry to go after.
We're here on
I
work.
think-
Okay.
I don't
think he
actually want to
would.
know. I just wanted to make the pun.
Yeah. Mr. Marcus, is it possible for you to contact me if any of the guards have Philip leave campus or
Hmm,
maybe prevent him from doing so?
well, can I ask what this is about? You
It's
just said
part-
you're looking for one of our students, so I'd like to know.
It's part of our investigation.
Is there a reason he's being investigated? I don't remember him being anyone particularly worth investigating. He's a pretty average boy.
Well,
You didn't have to do him so so dirty, old man.
It's,
sorry.
it's not wrong.
No,
We
he has a person. He's a person of interest. Right?
Yes, he purchased some items that were then used in a break-in that we are investigating, so we'd like to talk to him, see if perhaps he's the one who purchased them, perhaps his credit card was stolen.
Okay, then, okay. I understand that, then. There's been a lot of break-ins recently, so I understand needing to investigate.
Recently?
Oh, yes, oh, yes.
In the area or in the university?
A couple, to my understanding, a couple in the residential area around here, yes. There was an attempted break-in at the Spire, but they didn't get very far.
So you gotta
There
do
is no-
whatever then.
No. We didn't actually catch the individual who did it. They got away. Unfortunately,
shame.
without being caught on surveillance footage.
Without.
Yes, without.
Oh, if they had, that
Otherwise,
might have
they
been
would be
useful to
caught.
us.
Yes,
the
it's
guy
most
knows the place.
unfortunate. But yes, it's been a few small break-ins, so I'm not terribly surprised that it's been happening outside here as well.
Anything stolen?
Mostly small knickknacks, electronics, normal things that a burglar would steal, you know.
Things like
Jewelry, money,
cell phones.
electronics.
cell phones, gaming systems, stuff like that.
Apparently a lot of TVs. Like screens and such.
Hey, what was that thing you said? That thing was camera?
Probably some cameras, I'll be honest. It's not something I have to worry about very much. I've just heard it around the grapevine when I go on my lunch dates with my Charles.
Well, that's certainly something else to talk about when we get to the spire.
Alright,
Thanks
well,
again, Mr. Marcus.
not a problem. Your cards are notarized so you can walk through the gate as you please.
Kovgun advances forward.
Tell
Your
Mr.
dad's
Charles I
forward.
said hi.
I'll do that, Cecil, don't you worry. Kokum, as you advance forward, you feel yourself for a moment step through a weird film before passing through the other side and being unaffected by it.
It's like swimming through the swamp.
Less smelly, I hope.
Different smelly.
I thought
Different
that's a
smell.
university.
Kind of smelly.
There's a bunch of smells.
Alright, but you find yourselves now on the campus of Spire University. It is, well, for all intents and purposes, it is a college campus. There's the massive front lawn area where you can currently see students commuting between their various classes. Sorry, I'm going to switch the music because gentle jazz.
Making you sleepy.
Not making me sleepy, but
Doesn't really
something
fit
to
to
be
the-
more-
Doesn't really fit the
Turn on that
scenario.
lo-fi. We're in college now.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
That's Cerulean's playlist.
Nope, that's
Say
that's saxophone.
it.
I forgot that I have not imported very many songs into this campaign. Here, this is weirdly techno-y. I'll use this. It still has a little bit of saxophone. Actually, I don't think that's a saxophone.
Might be an oboe.
Maybe. Anyways, it's slightly more fitting.
Yeet.
And also, it just changes the background music a little bit, because it's been the same thing for a while. But yeah, you can see the sprawling front lawn. That might be a little loud.
A little bit.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see the sprawling front lawn of the campus as you all enter, with various students of quite a few different race and denominations walking around. I mean, you've all recently been in the Central District, which is truly the melting pot of all of the races of Crater City. But there is definitely much more of a focus on the bestial races in the Steam Kingdom, you've noticed. Humans probably make up about 30% of the population still, or various half-human races. But it is a lot of things like goblins, hobgoblins, bugbears, centaurs, tritons, as I mentioned before, things like that. You occasionally see a tabaxi walk past.
I like to picture sorry just seeing that and just like the fuck?
Yeah, it's like a really thin, less fluffy Leonin.
Yeah, just like are they sick?
Did
Not-
they shave themselves?
You'd probably be vaguely aware of what a tabaxi is, at least. Sorry. Because they exist near the Leonins as well. There's jaguars and stuff like that. Not
Okay.
jaguars. Stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
actually, yeah, because jaguars are a type of tabaxi, technically. So,
Right.
yeah. These appear
Okay.
to be more like... You've seen, like, house cats walking around, and these look more like that type of cat. But humanoid. It's
Mhm.
weird. Specifically,
Right.
you see, like, a Russian blue tabaxi. Just walking around.
Now I'm just picturing, because he's used to more bestial tabaxis with big, sharp fangs and such, just look at a Russian blue and go, "What happened to your face?"
Oh my god.
Why are you so squished and cute?
It's like that. It's like said completely innocuously too. Just what happened to your face?
Like Cecil just like looks at the.
I would
It's
imagine
not-
Ryphon does too, because Ryphon's from Central District. This is probably nothing to him.
Not really.
Oh my god,
I'm-
Sari, you can't just ask people what's wrong with their face.
Exactly.
What?
I think it's a Mean Girls reference.
It's
Mean
a Mean
Girls
Girls reference.
Yeah. Sorry, just points at at Kovgum. Just it's him.
Oh, Goldblum's already scurrying off. He's got a quarry he's after.
Oh, what?
Quarry.
Oh, squirrel?
A
A
quarry.
Oh.
Yeah, a squirrel.
A squirrel.
Go,
saw a
we're
squirrel,
supposed
you
to
just
stick
like-
together.
What happened?
It was just in character, Ryphon saying, Cove, we're supposed to stick together.
I thought you
I mean,
just.
if he's
I,
allowed to
I thought you
depart.
exasperatedly said, "Brother."
No!
Speaking of which,
Both
you
there.
dropped out of the game, Al. Everything good?
Internet issues.
Okay. You still good to keep going?
Yeah.
Alright. You know what? Before we get into exploring the campus, let's go ahead and take bio break.
Alright.
Alrighty.
Sounds
No,
good to me. Gives me a chance to refill my water and give Doggo a potty break because, well, Ash knows why.
Doggone you potty break.
Yep.
Bless you. He's just, well,
Look,
he's getting old, so he's having issues not being able to hold it. And
the
he's
boy
Don't
needs
need
his
to
buddy
describe
time.
it, just go.
yeah.
I shall return.
Captain needs his captain time.
I love
Whatever
the fact that
terrifying things go
Kovkum
on in
could
that
see.
menacing little brain of his.
I love the fact that Kovkum could like legitimately see a squirrel person in this place. And I don't know how he'd react.
Well, it's the same
Yeah.
with like the cheap person, because like you have all these prey, but they're
But you
bigger,
can eat them.
and I'm not supposed to hunt. Ah!
Like, I desire to eat.
But father, I desire the crumb cheese.
Desire
It's not,
violence.
it's not even so much a desire to eat. It's like
He's just frustrated.
Wants
He's
to
fussy.
hunt.
he wants to hunt, and he's already had basically given his word that he's not going to hunt any.
I'm not gonna
to
hunt anything
kill
sentient.
anything sentient.
He ate quick legs.
Yes, they were already dead by the time he went to eat
And
them.
also they started it.
Once they're dead, they're still free game for him.
Govgum, I would like to acquire one cadaver, please.
Yeah.
Can I get
I'm
that in
allowed
a
to-
to-go box?
I'm allowed to acquire those legally here. I must find research purposes. My research.
your
What does
research?
every humanoid taste like?
Yeah, that's exactly where I was going to go with it. Research. Nom.
Mate, like he somehow becomes savvy enough to actually come up with that plan. And it's like, my project is to discuss about the metabolic processes and how does various creatures compare to one another in terms of taste.
My God.
And they will be categorized by the closest common meal reference. So like humans to pork and so on and so forth.
The thing is, he could
Oh.
legitimately get a research permit for doing that in this kingdom.
Cecil absolutely hates it.
That's entirely fair.
Oh yeah,
I don't know
Like
where that
that.
goes going.
Because I at least in my head, like those kinds of permits where like actual harm could come to people,
It's
The
likely
target-
to come to people.
the targets are usually like those on the lower echelons on other plates.
hmm
So like where Cecil and her family was before the Spire took interest.
Yeah. Before he just started getting high-paying jobs left and right for delivery.
Mm-hmm.
the awkward thing. Tabaxi tastes like cat. Oh wait, people here don't eat cat.
Also, I feel like I'm playing Cecil to be like a lot more lawful.
Well, that's only because you're comparing it to people who want to eat other humanoid races.
no,
or
I mean like,
enslave their
like
souls,
in general.
apparently.
You gotta. Aj is right though. You have to compare that. You're comparing yourself to the person who, up until like a few months ago, did not know anything about laws.
The only law that Kovgum knows is the jungle.
Yeah, but no, like especially when in like contrast to like Aliu as a character, it's like
Oh yeah.
Again, though.
You have the two very different sides of the coin, where it's someone who's coming from the perspective of, I would like laws so my family doesn't get murdered, please, and someone being, and the other side of the coin, which is like, I would like to murder your family, please.
I would like all of the science.
it's like, please, can we have an ethics board? What's an ethics board?
Well, I think Alu knows what an ethics board is. However, they get in the way of science. So, ipso facto, get rid of it.
Can we please have an ethics board? The members of the Spire, we're trying.
Look,
Head and hands.
sometimes you get an ethics board, and sometimes you don't get what you want.
Rip their limbs off.
We're ripping limbs off. Can I eat them?
Like Cecil and like Cecil understands like some things like morally don't seem okay, and like laws aren't as effective as they should be. But it's like the reason I'm or like because I know alignment doesn't change much into it, but I'm like thinking in terms of like personality. I had Cecil down as neutral good. And
Thing I say about that is you play your character as the character. The alignment changes with how you play the character. You don't force the character to fit the alignment.
yeah,
True.
yeah. It's just like I want to have like a more concrete idea of like who Cecil is in this setting, you know. So
Fair
like
enough.
visualizing the different alignments kind of helps. So, and I remember like my friend, like talking to my friend about stuff like this, and Cecil is lawful in the way that like she has a personal code that she follows.
Mhm.
Like her loyalties aren't necessarily to government and the law, like the written law. It's more like community and family. Like that's her law, essentially. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
And that's really all that lawful means. It doesn't necessarily have to be a codified set of laws, more just something to follow, not necessarily one established by a governmental body.
Yeah. So back to gummy mimics. Just in general,
Hey.
like actual candy that's shaped like mimics, like chest mimics. I think that'd be really cute and fun to do.
I mean, fair.
I agree.
Yeah.
I still want to think about them being like gushers.
I mean, they'd probably be like gushers and they'd have like filling in them, like candy filling in them. That's kind of like how I'm imagining it, since I've like read the stat block of a mimic, and it also includes like they're also like sticky.
Yeah, they
I'm
very
like,
sticky.
Yeah.
Sticky. And like in the future, I want to throw like a bunch of mimics at my players. Have them participate in the mimic festival. It's like it's a perfect way to like give them magical / rare items, right?
That
Yeah.
seems like a pretty good one, yeah.
And here I am just thinking that I think mimics are probably my favorite monster.
They're just good little squishy boys.
Little squishy nom nom boys.
Listen, they're squishy and they have teeth. What else do you need in life?
Free access to healthcare and stability.
Lies.
Listen, what else do you need in life if you're squishy and have teeth? You just eat everyone else and you heal.
Nom and then heal.
I mean, I can't like refute that.
But also
Also, I'm not sure that's how that works, Captain.
That's not how it works for you? You don't just eat people?
No, not anymore.
Kind of just reminds me of a tiefling warlock I think I had made that I named Teeth, and basically her family owns a butcher shop for exotic meats. And so
Nice.
she goes around. I've never played her in a game, but this is like just her backstory and stuff like that. But she basically, her goal is to eventually take over the butcher shop, and right now she's like adventuring to capture and kill and cook all kinds of food so that she could bring that expertise back home.
I mean, fair.
Yeah, and her name is Teeth, and she has no qualms in like maybe cannibalism, but also like you never know.
What's the most exotic meat? People.
I think the most exotic meat is probably like an animal that's gone extinct, except for like there's one left.
Yeah.
People.
We've certainly not gone extinct.
Yeah.
Neanderthals.
And then I had this other idea for a warlock where it's like their pact deal just involves it's like it came from like the need of never wanting to go hungry. So like but like the only thing that they're allowed to eat is noodles.
Oh, I thought they made a pact with the infinite turkey of thanks.
Infinite udon slurper.
Yeah.
In the infinite turkey.
Like it can be like any dish as long as it has noodles as the main part.
That's fair.
But like infinite, like now the warlock will never go hungry. It's like as a result of that, like I'll do
food.
anything for my patron. It was just like a character idea I had that came from like a silly joke I had with a friend.
Fair.
Yeah.
I have a tiefling warlock. His patron is his dad.
Like
His dad is an eldritch horror.
okay.
Yeah. He's a great old one.
Marvelous.
Yeah.
Like what's this? The Dunwich horror?
Yeah, kind of. It's more of his father insofar as like the angel is an angel is a parent of an Azamar.
Okay.
So it's more of like, no, you've been my champion since birth. But
All right.
since his actual parents abandoned him, he just refers to his patron as his father.
Hooray!
Hooray! My dad wants to enslave all of mankind in madness.
Woo!
Yay!
I don't have anything better to do. I might as well help him.
Basically,
Essentially.
that is my tiefling warlock Pharaoh. He's an asshole.
I like
But
to
I
play-
befriended an ogre, I think is what it was. Armored, what was it again? I don't think Armored is here.
Yeah. Armor's is muted.
Armored, why are you not here when I need you? Explain
Sorry,
yourself.
could you repeat the question?
In that short little like 3-session campaign we did, I don't remember what it was that I rolled like a 27 persuasion on and got it to fight for us in the main battle. I think it was like an ogre or something.
Oh yeah. The half ogre.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I think his name was like Gong or something.
Something like that.
Or Gog. Gog.
Yeah,
oh,
it was something simple. Yeah, because I was just like, okay, but if you kill everyone else, you can fight with me forever. He's like, yeah, okay. You, my friend, and like crushed his ribs. And Pharaoh was just like, oh god! Not what I expected. Yeah.
I'm done.
Oh god.
I am friend forever. Yeah.
Crunch. Yeah. Pharaoh's,
Goes bone.
oh! Shit.
And then he proceeded to wreck shop.
Oh, absolutely. That was like my best usage of like suggestion. Because yeah, Pharaoh explicitly doesn't have combat spells. He gets other people to fight for him.
Oh, talking about the 3-parter that we did before starting Scattered Realms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still
the battle royale that you ended up just turning into a 1v3 that you just wasted.
Yeah, a 1v3, and then we summoned like 12 orcs.
Shit,
Or
I
Andy
left my
did,
water.
more specifically.
I left my water in the other room.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
So,
No problem.
called in a whole bunch of barbarians to just start rampaging through because they
Yeah.
just wanted to fight. They didn't care about the rules.
Yeah, it's the Gork and Mork boys. So we're like all orcs. Because it was funny.
Yeah, that was a fun time, especially with all the nat
Yeah, it was.
20s that they kept getting.
Yeah, they did.
But I think we're all back.
Danny had to grab.
Yeah,
her
I think
water
Danny
bottle.
just stepped
Oh.
away.
Okay. Still impressed at how tiny cilantro seed, or not cilantro, oregano seeds are.
How tiny are they?
Um,
They're practically a powder.
Huh.
Like for planting them, you literally just sprinkle them on top of soil. Place pat down a bit of soil on top, and that's it.
Sweet.
What is this that you're talking about plant-wise?
Cilantro.
Oh, yeah.
Or not cilantro, oregano.
All right. Oh yeah. Oregano.
Like, this is I am so upset that my cilantro did not grow this year.
Oh.
Oof.
I mean, my basil
Nice.
decided to grow, and it's fucking thriving.
Cilantro is my favorite soap flavor. No, it actually doesn't taste like soap to me. I actually do like cilantro.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like soap to me either, and I really like using it. Like, I will make guacamole or pico de gallo as an excuse to eat cilantro.
I mean, that's fair.
You could just eat
This is
the
a picture of
cilantro.
2 oregano seeds on my fingertip.
They tiny.
Well, that's not fair. You have giant fingers.
They're not that big, but
Well,
still,
maybe not
it
in
goes to
comparison
show
to the
just how-
rest of-
Sorry.
So, yeah, maybe not in comparison to the rest of you. Fucking half giant. God, save some height for the rest of us, why don't you?
Nah, I'll take it all.
Take all the height.
We did. Jackass.
Can I just redistribute my weight points into my height points, please? That would be very
Ah,
nice.
fucking same.
I would be too tall if I did that.
I mean, you wouldn't redistribute all of them. Goddamn.
No,
You
it's
don't.
all or nothing.
I mean, if I could
No, it's
redistribute,
nerf for nothing.
if I could redistribute some weight points into height, I would just stop at 5'3". Because I think just being 3 inches taller would make life so much easier for me.
I wouldn't stop until I'm... Actually, no, wait. I'm 5'9". I am 69 inches. Never mind. Fuck off.
Well, I mean, you
Yeah,
could go
I don't
until
know
you're
if Al's
6.
been here the whole time.
I mean, you could go until if you're 6 foot till you were 6'9".
I was gonna say that.
That's how tall,
Yeah,
that's how
yeah.
tall Armor is.
No, that would
Isn't
make
it?
you 1 inch taller.
Oh.
I'm about 6'8", 6'9", I'm around there. Part of it is posture. But as I've been correcting my posture, I actually should try measuring myself again.
Yeah, stand up straight.
I can't. I'm gay.
That's a fair argument.
Happy Pride Month.
Yes.
That's fair.
This isn't going to be a very fair measuring if I'm wearing my shoes.
This is an acceptable answer. Stand up straight, and I can't. I'm gay. Oh shit. All right. Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
I mean, you could then just say, well, then stand at your full height.
But I like being pedantic.
I know.
My one thing. I can't do that. What else do I have?
Rage.
Err.
You always have
I mean,
spite.
yeah.
And you always
Yes.
fight.
Yeah, spite, rage. Both are equally acceptable answers. Undying bloodlust.
What you doing pulling from my shit?
An unquenchable thirst for nacho cheese. No.
It depends
I
on
can't
the.
stand that.
I mean, it depends on the nacho cheese, honestly.
No, I just said it to say words, but no, I no.
Ew.
No. Unquenchable thirst for nacho cheese.
I mean, if-
Yeah.
If you do the right.
Measured again, 80 inches, so yeah, 6'8".
Tall lad.
Excuse you, can you not measure in freedom units? You live in sinful Canada.
I did measure in freedom units.
How fucking dare you, Armored? How fucking dare?
I'm gonna slap all of you. Is everyone back?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so. Oh wait,
Yee.
what about
Yeah, the only person I haven't heard is Al.
yeah?
Al's here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if she'd been here or if she'd like. I wasn't sure.
I said you had spite.
Said, what about my hats and my fate?
That
So-
you had spite is what she said.
Yay.
Oh. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, yeah. That's true.
Okay, so what do y'all do now that you're on the campus? As I described before, you see various students walking around the actual campus grounds. You see these spires stretching up into the sky further towards the center, and you see various buildings scattered around. Some of them with walkways between them, and some of them standalone structures.
Golgum immediately starts scurrying off to hunt, to try to track down their quarry, which, if I recall correctly, is described as a plain-looking, soft-skinned human who does not have fur, has short black hair, or moderate-length black hair,
I think
and is rather plain-looking.
he had light-colored hair. It's just he was wearing a black wig in the CCT footage from the robotics place that he broke into.
Yeah. I
That
believe
sounds about
from what you all saw from the footage at Garish Garbs, he actually has sort of like light reddish colored hair.
Strawberry blonde.
Sort of, yeah.
Okay.
More towards
Okay.
red than blonde. But was wearing
Okay.
a black wig in the security camera footage.
Tracking down soft skin with light red hair.
Cecil would prevent Kovgum from leaving.
Let me into the robotics lab.
That
you
can
don't
be a
know where
thing-
it is.
That can be a
Let
thing
me
you
in.
do later on
Let
your
me
own
in.
time. Cove, we've got to stick together, buddy.
We We need eyes where we can. It's better to
Yeah.
scout.
Just stay within our eyesight.
If you go away and you get in trouble, which I'm sorry, but I really have a feeling you might get into trouble without us. It'll be harder for you to talk yourself out of a bad situation. Does that make sense?
Also, look back on
Stay within eye distance.
for you. Someone vouched for you.
Kovgum, there are a lot of just around, as you called them, soft skins. There are also just a lot of other different types of people around. You even see some lizard folk. And some things that look like lizard folk but are much broader and more humanoid.
Once he sees that, that gives him pause.
They're not common, but you do see like one or two of them walking around. What you see more of are these things that they look like lizard folk at first glance, but you're like, no, that body shape's not right. They're not hunched over like they should be. Their shoulders are broad like a human's are, rather than articulated and able to crawl on all fours with ease.
They know habits.
What?
Like, and some of them even have like more protruded horns and these weird jagged snouts.
Above game, that sounds like a dragonborn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just describing it through the lens of Kovgum's understanding.
So it's
Yeah,
like
that makes
Cove
sense.
just kind of like at a pause.
Yeah, Kovgum basically is scurried away like 15, 20 feet and his head swiveling around and then he just stops.
Yeah. In case you're
We're
curious,
just staring at it like, what the fuck?
in case you're curious, the two lizard folk you do actually see, one of them appears to be a bearded dragon, and one of them, I always forget, one of them almost looks like a very light pink colored leopard gecko.
Leopard gecko. Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, it's your cute baby.
So in other words, they both look weird.
They're not the,
They
they're
look
not the same
weird
type of lizard as you.
And soft.
The bearded dragon one, you feel like you've seen lizard folk that look like that before, but the other, like, wrinkly, pudgy lizard folk, you've not seen anything like that before.
What kind of lizard does Kovgum look like?
No official lizard has been described for him,
Okay.
but
I feel like we've described him as almost looking like either a Komodo dragon or a monitor lizard before, though.
That's exactly what I was just imagining Kovgum looking like.
the closest one would be Komodo dragon, but he's got a lot more. He's got a number of the traits that are more common with lizard folks: various horns, and also a webbed tail.
Yeah. Because his artwork does look like what would happen if you turned a monitor lizard into a lizard folk. As that image very slowly uploads into our game chat. Because apparently it was 27 megabytes. Why was that image so high resolution? Oh.
Yeah,
That's a chunky
In
image.
terms of body shape, at least. He's also white for some reason, which is pretty weird. But he's not
Yeah,
albino.
he's a. This is the Heroes Forge image that I made for him before.
Wow.
Oh, I'm gonna have to mute for a second.
Okay.
Okay. Kovgum stays in shocked paused silence.
Mhm.
What does the rest of the group do as they now have him contained for the moment?
It's like, well, I guess I think we should
Well,
go
he's
to the
like
fire first.
It's like a student here, right? Like, there's probably someone in charge of knowing where the students generally are.
Right, like the student registrar.
Yeah, sure, whatever that means.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sorry about that.
It's alright.
Oh, good.
I mean, if all else fails, we could just ask the students around here if anybody knows them.
I mean, I guess, but I feel like we want to kind of keep this away from the students, because, like, you know, one kid tells another kid, tells another kid, somehow he finds out and tries to leave, if he
Exactly
hasn't
my
already.
Yeah, exactly my
Like,
thoughts.
it's an option, but I don't think we want to go for that right now.
I'm reading it more as like a if nothing else works option.
Yeah, that's fair.
You saw the video of this. He doesn't look mighty popular. I don't think we'd find many people that know him. I think our best bet would be the student registrar.
Yeah, sure, whatever that means.
It pretty well just is a list of students.
Currently attending.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm assuming you all go to try to find, like, the dorm area, because that's probably where the student registry would be. Or an office,
Yeah.
you'd imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find the poor RA.
Oh, gods. Or, you know, an administrator.
Yeah.
An administrator first, and then we can go for the poor RA.
Yeah. I may have never been to college, but I know the tropes.
Yay.
I read a lot of young adult fiction that took place in the really reals world.
Alright, so. Cecil, you've been to the offices before, but do you remember where they are?
Oh god, are you gonna make me roll another intelligence check?
I'm gonna make you roll a survival check.
Oh. Something I'm slightly better at. That's nice.
Vaguely better.
Hey.
You don't have a negative in it, probably.
Nope.
That would be
Alright.
bad if you did.
Ah, come on!
That's unfortunate.
Cecil, it's been a good while since you've been actually having to deliver anything to the office of this place, not just directly to the Spire. You're trying to think, where is the office?
No.
Which
don't
one of
know
these
where
buildings
things
is
are,
the
okay.
office? And you just decide, I know where it is, and you start leading the party in a direction.
I ran into
And
William.
Cole's gonna be keeping an eye out for
Yeah, go ahead
for
and make a
individuals.
you can go ahead and make a general perception check. Anyone else that wants to?
Okie dokie.
Not you,
Is-
Cecil.
Yeah.
That is
21
another
again.
21.
Dice, please be on my side. Double 11s.
Another 11 for Ryfon.
Nah, Cecil seems to know where they're going.
Okay, then.
I don't know
so-
what I'm looking for.
Alu and Kovgum, as you're just sort of like scanning around while walking, you don't see anyone that matches the description of Philip. At least not walking around the campus right now. You see a lot of various different humans, some of them more interesting looking than others, some of them that definitely catch the eye, but you're almost certain that from everything you've had described to you so far, you're trying to find someone who does not catch your eye, which is something that makes this search inherently difficult. Before you know it, though, Cecil has led you into a building. And you look around. This is a very big, empty, open building. With a lot of chairs in it.
Unless
Did I lead them into a lecture hall?
No, it's not a lecture hall. You're like looking around, you're just like, this is a concert hall, this isn't an office.
Okay, so maybe my knowledge of the campus isn't as clear as I thought.
It's like as
should
you're
be
standing
maps.
in there, there's just like a group of like 6 kids in there, each with different instruments, who are just sort of like looking at you.
Sorry. Let's just go.
Kogum holds up a hand. Hi.
Oh God, please just let's go. Let's go.
It's just a very slow strum of a violin. Just as you just do the full on waving like you're Stitch.
I mean, yeah, that's basically what I picture anytime he does that.
Yep.
I love the fact that Kovgum is essentially Stitch,
Yeah,
but bigger and lizardy, as opposed to vaguely furry.
He's fluffy.
yeah. As opposed to roughly koala.
He is a
Ru-
koala. He
Roughly a
is.
drop bear.
Yeah, that's actually probably more accurate.
Stitch is a drop bear.
Mm.
But yeah,
Stitch
they
got
just sort of
that
stare at you as you all
drop bear
leave.
energy.
Yeah.
All
Can I
right.
make another check?
You could certainly try, though you already know you're turned around.
We just.
You better. Nope.
I mean,
What were
it's
you about to
not an
say?
out one.
It's not
What
an
were you
out
about to say,
one.
Kovgum?
Progress.
We just ask someone where it is. This unfamiliar territory.
Cecil starts walking again.
I mean, I'd also imagine there are signs.
There actually aren't.
What?
There's no, like, directories around outside.
That's some bullshit right there. What kind of university is this?
A university in a place where there are not laws established properly.
You're right.
You do start
the
noticing something
accessibility?
that is starting to shake your memories up a little bit. There's not a posted directory anywhere, but you are noticing that there are colored walkways. And you're just like, I remember, one of these colors is supposed to lead to an administration building. I'd like for you to make a history check to see if you can remember which color it is.
Oh boy, intelligence.
Oh boy.
That's Cecil's favorite.
You want me to make a intelligence or investigation?
History.
Oh, history? Okay.
You think it was blue?
I mean, at the same time, I've only recently gotten the chance to perceive colors.
Yeah, that's why it's weird. You think it was blue, but you're also new to blue.
Yeah.
The fact that these walkways are different colors is still very bizarre to you.
Mm.
'Cause the first time you saw them, they were all gray.
It's just they're all lines. They're just lines to me.
Various hues of gray, but yeah.
Yes.
But you're like, yeah, this is blue. I think that one's blue. Follow that one.
If
do
Cecil's saying those things about the colors aloud, Ryphron would just be like, "You okay?"
Oh, not really. I don't really know what the color blue looks like. I've been colorblind for most of my life, but it's because of the glasses. It's because it's a new thing for me.
Ali was just there, just gesturing to themselves, like, I'm blue. My skin is blue. 2 shades of blue, but blue.
Good to know.
Blue. Alright. I'll use skin color. You'll follow that road.
Yeah, it's that's the base of what I think blue. Not the sky, not the.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fair. You're just like,
Yeah.
alright. blue. Follow that one. You find the blue pathway. You start walking along it.
You sure about it?
You follow it until you reach a building, and you look up. You're not in an administration office. This is one of the lecture halls.
Kinda what I wonder what they teach here. You wanna go in?
You can step inside, yeah. It does seem to be that there is a class in process, considering there is a light above one of the doorways entering this particular lecture hall you've walked up to.
Can I just peek in?
You could peek in, yeah. If you want to. There's a little window on the door. Right. Give a gander in. Let's go ahead and make you a perception check to see how well you see whatever's going on inside.
Surprise, it's something illegal. No.
Surprise, bitch!
Natural 1, they're lighting magnesium on fire, and you step in right as they light it up.
Oh no! Oh shit!
My eyes!
I can see sounds because I can't see sight.
No, you look inside. 21, this works pretty good. You look inside, like, turning your head around to, like, get a view of what's on the big chalkboard at the front of the lecture hall. Appears to be... You can see various, like, drawings of plants, almost as if they've been
Theoretical
dissected.
biology.
Ash, can I ask you to repeat that because on my end you cut out and I would like it to be on the VOD, please.
It looks like it's like a botany class going on right now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. On the board, you can see it's like a picture of a flower, but the stem and the pistil of it have been drawn to be sliced open to highlight each individual portion of the plant itself. And there's like paragraphs of text off to the side explaining the exact purpose of each individual component.
Kinda like a cross section.
Kinda, yeah. Like how you'd see in like a science textbook where there's just like the plant going normally up, and then suddenly there's just like a cylinder chopped out of it, so you can see what it looks like on the inside. But it looks to have been hand-drawn, which is actually kind of impressive.
Yeah, nothing of interest here.
Looked like some kind of botany class.
If I may make a suggestion, maybe try and see if our person of interest is in there.
Do a
I'm
roll
try
another
looking
perception.
for...
Yeah.
I'll let that one hold. The issue is currently from the perspective of the doorway, you can only see like one side of the people's heads, and then you can see the chalkboard. Because it's got like that theater thing going on where the doorway is at like the top back row. So when you're looking down over the lecture hall of it, they're kind of blocking the view of each other.
Mm-hmm.
So unless you go inside, you really can't see most of the lecture hall.
You can only see a few people. If you
Yeah,
would like
and none of
to know.
them match the description of what you're looking for.
Then, while they all might be bland, none of them are the ones we're looking for.
Okay.
If you wish to know more about botany, the door is unlocked.
Yeah.
You say despite having
think
not
I'm
tried it.
Good.
Yeah, that'd be something more one of my brothers would want to look into, but we gotta try to find this kid.
So blue isn't the color. Shall we
Nope.
ask someone now? Where the
Like, and you
office
notice,
is?
like, going further along the section you're on, the blue pathways seem to be branching out into these various lecture halls. Which, interestingly enough, do exit out into open air. They don't exit out into, like, an indoor hallway.
Yeah, let's let me just go ask real quick.
Alright.
I kind of I kind of just look for somebody around.
Just grab the first person you see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright. Yeah. First person that catches your eye and is closest to you is actually that pink leopard gecko girl.
Cool.
That lizard folk girl. But yeah. What do you say as you are approaching her? She seems to just be walking between classes, a couple of books in her arms.
Yeah. It's just like hi there. Could you tell me where the registration administration office is? The student registrar.
You're looking for the offices?
Yeah.
That would be going along the red pathway.
It's this bright one right here next to the blue one.
No, that one's orange. It's that one over there.
Okay.
She just points over to one of the other pathways that's leading further towards the spire.
Okay. All right. We just follow this, and it goes to the building.
Yeah. Yeah, you just follow that one all the way up to its little endpoint there, and then you just go inside. That's the administration office.
All right.
Just word to the wise. They've been kind of busy here lately, so you might have to wait a little bit.
Noted. Thanks so much.
And not a problem.
Yeah, she just gives you a little nod.
Yeah. Cecil nods back and then goes back to the rest of the group. It's like, okay, we follow the red path. And I know it's red. Trust me.
Alright.
Yeah, you're all like looking around and you realize it seems like it should have been kind of obvious because that's one of the bigger buildings. But at the same time, the fact that this structure is not a single structure is instead made of a bunch of little structures that have this big open space walkway between all of them kind of messes with your concept of how a building like this should be put together.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you all make your way up the red pathway, and true to what she said, there are a lot of students moving around this area in particular.
I guess we're not following the yellow brick road this time.
There's a yellow pathway. You don't know where it leads. But you could find out. If you wanted.
Later.
Yeah. There just seems to be a lot of general chatter right now as you're kind of having to wade through students who are standing around the administration office. Alrighty then. Sorry about that.
Sorry.
You eventually hear someone actually call out for you in particular, Cecil.
Is it somebody I recognize?
Unfortunately.
Oh no.
Cecil! What are you doing here, girl? You hear the voice of William.
Hi, William.
Hey, it's been a little while. Where you to the academy today?
Work. Different
the
kind of work,
normal.
but work.
Different kind of work. What they got you doing now?
It's kind of classified, sir.
Oh, classified. Cecil, you moving up in the business now?
It's,
Carrying classified documents? You a spy or something now?
Well, that's classified now, is it, William?
This is that William that you mentioned about. What was it?
The Marcus.
The one who with failed attempts at courtship.
Yes, the mating
Oh, you
rituals.
wound me! Failed attempts! I wouldn't say they're failed.
Ryphone's keeping an eye on this
not-
guy because of his bartender tendencies.
Just not successful yet.
So
That is the
Failed.
definition of failed, yes.
Hey.
I don't know. I kind of imagined like maybe like Cecil went on like a date, or two with William just to
And
you know
stop.
like- yeah.
I mean, if it's
He's
a failed
actually
date,
he's
it's still a
he's
failed
really
attempt.
not a he's. You would have come to find out he's really not a bad guy. He's just way too energetic.
Yeah.
He's
like
got
one
the
of those.
wrong kind of
He's like one of those
energy.
puppy dog people
And
who's
I
just
wish I
way
had that
too energetic
problem.
for their own good.
Yeah, it's like William's is a nice guy.
Just not,
Not-
Cecil's type.
Not my type. Yeah.
Anyways, all right. If you're here busy on spy duty, you want some help getting to the administration building, I can clear them out of your way for you.
That would actually be a really big help, William.
Not a problem. Anything for you, CC. All right.
As soon as William like kind of just turns to go, it's like, oh, I hate that name so much.
You actually watch as he pulls a baton off from his side, and actually pulls it and it elongates and starts making a siren sound,
No.
and everyone just like stops and looks. Everyone out of the way! I'm coming through. You're
Yeah.
you're kind of used to this behavior from him, where he just sort of does shit.
Yeah, it's just like
Zari just kind of like looking at Cecil, just like
like
eyebrow,
Cecil
like
just, like-
really.
Cecil's like kind of like red in the ear.
Yeah,
Like-
and it would be, yeah, Cecil just plays the hands like, oh god.
You can all immediately tell he gives off the air of someone who does not mind being the center of attention.
Yes, Sims have their uses.
But yeah. True to his word, though, as soon as he starts waving around this super loud siren baton, people do just part like the Red Seas before you. Partially because the sound, and partially because he is actually in his security guard uniform right now. So people know to get out of his way.
All right, let's just go.
You follow behind the parting of the Red Sea, and slowly but surely it does close behind you.
Yeah,
Oh, you
Cecil
make your
hangs
way.
back just a little bit to. William, thanks again.
Not a problem.
Have a good day,
Cheers.
okay?
Eh, it's a better day now that I saw you. Alright, see you around.
See you around.
He makes his way back through the crowd slightly. It
Mm.
seemed like you actually looked, because you had to go up steps to get to the administration building, and now you're looking over the crowd. It seems like he literally stopped intervening with a fight, which is why all these students seem to be gathered around here, to come talk to you.
Fight.
Yeah, there's just like a fight between two college students. It's not an uncommon sight.
Okay.
It's like two jock-looking guys just brawling with each other.
Two frat boys.
You can all watch as you're making your way up the steps if you decide to look back, as William just runs into the center of it and proceeds to grab both of them by the shoulders and simultaneously pal drive both of them. Or not pal drive, suplex both of them.
Shit, he'd make a good bouncer.
Well, he's enthusiastic at least.
Yeah.
Why is he interfering with their sparring?
They're not supposed to be doing that, I assume.
That's
No.
not sparring, that's dick waving without getting your dick out.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to establish dominance, I think, would be probably how you'd understand it. I don't know how your culture does all that.
Well, it's not honorable combat if that's what you're thinking. It's not that. It's not. Can we just go inside, please?
Yeah.
You all head inside the building. Considerably less busy in here. It just seems to be mostly office workers moving around this space now. You don't see hardly any students walking around in here. There are occasionally a much more bookwormy-like student who's carrying around stacks of papers alongside one of these administrator-looking individuals.
Is there a
Ah, the TA.
But you actually do see, again, almost stereotypically, like how you saw the stereotypical old man guard, a very stereotypical secretary woman who is currently filing her nails.
Does she look like
Just
the lady
sitting
from
at the front.
Ghostbusters?
Yes.
No.
Except paler somehow.
Oh shit.
Just straight up ghost then.
Does not look like this woman has seen an ounce of sunlight in over a year.
So, Josh.
Honestly, mood.
Just,
I'm not that pale, but like mood.
I don't know if you could get that pale.
I don't think so either.
I don't know, man. Some
You'd
people,
have
I
to
know
be-
some people that aren't like they're not white. They're like pink.
Hi.
That's how translucent they are.
Hi.
I am a
I am
I'm
that white
very
bitch.
Feels
I
bad.
am white and I become a lovely shade of caramel for some reason when I tan.
My
Oh
mom
man,
says,
I wish I could.
my mom
I
says that
can't get sunburnt.
Oh, that's nice. That's really
Must be
nice.
nice.
I can't
I
get sunburn either.
I have too much melanin in my skin. I literally cannot get sunburn.
Must be nice.
You know what? Sunscreen harms my skin more than the sun does, which is very unfortunate because my doctor keeps asking me to put sunscreen so I don't get cancer. But it hurty.
You're allergic to
Uh,
the zinc in sunscreen, or
I just have like super
This-
sensitive skin.
The sun just makes my bones hurt.
Huh?
Anyways,
Same.
I have a mild allergy to sunlight.
And yet you can't get a sunburn.
Yeah, I
That
can't get a
hurt
sun.
me.
It really makes my muscles and my bones hurt, and it makes me
Mm-hmm.
sneeze really loud.
Also, you have a chew.
Yes, I do.
I love it. That's what that's called.
I know, same.
Anyways, but yeah, you just see her. She's just filing her nails, chewing a piece of gum, looking over her documents occasionally, then going back to looking at her nails.
she look familiar to me?
Yeah, you've seen this woman before.
Okay.
Let me. You know her name is Margaret.
Oh yeah, that's a secretary ass name right there.
That's a secretary ass name.
But yeah, she doesn't even really seem to be aware of your presence right now.
Yeah. Once Cecil's in, just like grabs Ryphon again and heads to the front desk.
Yeah, there's like a little bell on the front counter. Even as you're like standing right in front of her, she has not acknowledged you. She has impeccably manicured nails, though.
I mean,
Welcome,
the
Lady
nails
Bell.
on fleek, so that's fine. No.
Ellie's just like whispering under their breath.
Yeah.
I see they're
Cecil
filing
kind of
their
like
files. and what-
Cecil kind of just like excuse me, Miss Margaret.
Oh, Cecil, dear.
Hi.
You actually had something you were supposed to be here for. I remember seeing your name on the schedule.
Oh, it's for I'm here for a different reason today, with some of my companions here.
Yeah, I remember seeing it. Let me see. She actually like puts her feet down where they were previously like sat up on her desk. And looks around at some paperwork around her. Just occasionally pulls up a piece of paper, looks at it, puts it back down, pulls up another one. It's not organized at all.
But somehow it is.
It doesn't
Me-
look
wait.
organized at all, yet she seems to be pulling up papers with purpose.
Yeah.
That's my entire existence.
Yes. Eventually she does seem to pull up one, just gives a little like a more excited expression. Ah, here we go. Yeah, you were here for you got permission from the spire today. Looks like investigation purposes. Never seen you getting registered here for that.
It's my first day with them, actually. I'm basically acting as a guide for them.
Oh, God, you say. Ting, 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 ting. Ting, 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 ting.
Ethan puts a hand on top of Kovgum's hand over the bell.
Ting.
Stop. We already have her attention.
Okay.
Oh, your friend's cute.
Yeah.
Alright then. Well, I suppose I can help. Oh, he's just adorable.
Just giant lizard grin.
The only thing I will say about this woman, besides just she gives off the stereotypical air of a secretary, but her clothing is much more like dark-colored, almost goth-like clothing.
Love that.
It's it's a strange blend.
Goth secretary. Love that.
Yeah. All right then. Do you need help with something, dear?
We're actually looking for somebody. Philip Castile.
Philip Castile. Let me check the student registry.
Yeah, take your time.
Yeah, no problem. Just idly clicks away at the thick-keyed mechanical keyboard she has next to her. Looks like an ancient relic of a keyboard, honestly, from what you've seen around nowadays. But you're pretty used to this. She has even an old tube monitor. Like one of those thick ones.
Yeah. Hey, Cecil has seen everything from a typewriter to modern technology, so...
Yeah.
Cecil usually uses a typewriter at home.
Fair enough. It's interesting because she has that while you see elsewhere in the office, there's perfectly modern computers. But she just has this old thing.
It's what
So
she
not-
likes.
Yeah, it's what she likes. It's why... Like, Cecil likes typing on the typewriter.
It's so satisfying, like legit. Typing on a typewriter is so satisfying.
I don't know
Unless
if
you mess up.
Well,
Yeah.
That's what whiteout's for.
That is what Whiteout is for.
It might be what whiteout's for, but that doesn't make it any better, because you always remember that it happened.
Counterpoint. Lazy.
Fair.
I don't know if I
Alright,
showed
then.
pictures, but I do have a typewriter in my room.
I don't have one in mind.
I have 3.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hipster.
Where do I see you getting that typewriter keyboard?
No, and when it comes to keyboard, not really my style.
Alright, let's see here. Philip Castile. Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh, okay.
What is it?
Oh, nothing. It's just gonna be a second before you can get to his classroom. He's up in one of the Spire classes right now. He should be, at least. He got roll called into one, at least.
Okay. Could we get what class specifically?
Oh, yeah, there. Give me just a second. Spire class, room... He's in room 3... Room 3C. And she, thinks for a second. Room 3C. Types that in. That is an advanced robotics course right now.
Oh, you get your wish to see what an advanced robotics course classroom here looks like.
You just got the big anime shiny eyes.
Kira.
I picture Algie was literally vibrating.
Yeah, basically she's like, gimme.
Seems
Vibrating.
there's a connection.
I want it.
Let's go,
I want it. I want it. I want it. I want it. I want it.
Let's go.
Me.
I just say it's going to take you a second to get in there because that's a Spire class. You know how that goes. Getting into the Spire is always a bit of trouble.
Yeah, of course. Well, I am on official business. It's a little bit higher than what I normally do, so maybe I'll have better luck this time.
Let me try messaging the teacher real quick. That might help you get along with it easier.
That would be a great help, actually. Thanks.
Yeah.
You see her face like contort and like her lips get like pulled taut.
Mm-hmm.
I did not think she would be teaching today.
Who?
Miss Stonefield's teaching today. Didn't think
Is
she'd be
there a
teaching.
problem?
No, she doesn't like her classes being interrupted. Is all. Ugh. You watch as Margaret does the thing where she like pulls in her collar a little bit. This is important business, I'm guessing.
Very much so.
Urgent.
Barely.
Okay, she probably won't chew me out too much if it's important. Okay.
Would it be less disruptive to have the students sent here?
No.
No, either way, it's good. Miss Stonefield's pretty serious about classes and doesn't like letting students leave unless it's for important business that they designate as important.
They are singled out.
Just
They
nudges
will
Cecil
be
and,
suspicious that we are on to them.
and we don't get to sit on the lecture.
Okay, I get it. You want to see the classroom.
Yeah, she picks up her phone that's beside her little computer, quickly dials in a number, sits waiting for a minute, waits for another minute, waits for another minute, until finally the phone picks up. Yeah, Miss Stonefield, would it be okay if I sent some, and she, like, looks over to you all.
Just shows the, like, nudges Ryphon to show the badge.
He does.
Some investigators up to your classroom. They apparently have some questions for a student. Yes, I know, ma'am. You don't want your class interrupted. I understand that, but it seems important. Yes, ma'am. She like cups her hand over the receiver of the phone, but you all can pretty clearly hear as she whispers, "They're Ada agents, ma'am." You can almost hear the sigh coming out of the other end of the receiver.
Picture just as the sigh, like she would have flinched. Just
Yeah. All right, I'll send them up. Yes, I'll bring them in myself so that. Okay, you know I don't like going out. Okay, yeah, I understand, ma'am. I understand. We will be there shortly. Okay. And she hangs up the phone. All right then.
Sorry.
So, yeah, it's not your fault. Cecil, you know how Miss Stonefield is. She's very serious.
I'm aware, yeah.
Good woman, but very serious. Okay. I guess I'm coming with y'all. Alright, let's see here. And she actually pulls up a black lace parasol from underneath her desk.
Oh my god, she's Gothic Lolita. I love it.
That or she's a
Alright.
vampire.
Yeah. You want to make a perception check?
Sure, why the fuck not?
Perception or insight?
It'd be perception. You can't incite someone's race.
Ah, okay.
14.
Yeah, also 14.
Alright. It's actually not very hard to notice, like, because this woman smiles pretty broadly, and as she does, you do notice distinctly 2 fangs. Very noticeable instead of canines in her mouth. Alright, let's skedaddle. All types are welcome in the Steam Kingdom.
Uh-huh.
That's why she was having, like, raw meat in her lunch that time. Okay, I get you.
Hey, you talking about me?
No,
I have
ma'am.
very good hearing, little missy.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Just
Also,
like
yes, that is why I was having raw meat.
just like with the clone from last episode, Ryphon, he's like taken aback for half a second, then he's like, oh wait, no, that's whatever.
I will say this, it's a little weird because vampires are obviously undead, technically. But there is some amount of leeway with them when it comes to cursed individuals who are forced to become that.
Mm.
Not necessarily being shunned from society, but there is definitely a lot of stigma around that. Because of the needing to feed on other sentient life forms.
Yeah.
Why people get so upset about eating raw meat?
I don't know. You see, so many people do it, and yet some people get so offended.
Ryphon just shrugs.
We just eat meat.
Yeah, sometimes you want a little bloody meat.
Yeah.
You get it. Alright, this way, folks. She just opens up the parasol before stepping outside for obvious reasons that you can tell now.
I just love that we have Southern Belle vampire secretary goth chick.
Yeah, I
Somebody's
rolled
having-
random characteristics and race for this character for some of these characters.
Nice.
And some of them were very weird and conflicting. Alright then.
I love Grandpa Guard.
Oh, he was gonna be a staple no matter what.
Nice.
I randomly rolled traits for his husband though.
Aw.
So you'll see him eventually, maybe.
Yay, Grandpa Guard.
But yeah, she leads you towards the main entrance to the spire, which is actually essentially just a large elevator that's on the outside of the building. And you can visibly see Margaret sweating as the light from the building is reflecting on her. Because the spire itself is like one of those glass skyscrapers.
Death
Right,
Ray-
no.
Death Ray skyscraper.
Ryphon will just
Um,
quietly, under his breath, knowing that she'd be able to hear him, just be like, would you like me to stand in front of you to block that light?
No, it's fine. It's just, I don't like getting hot. This building puts off a lot of heat.
Does seem like a problem considering your wardrobe color.
I just like my dark shades.
I mean, that's fair.
Hard to stain them.
I'm saying this out of
Is it
character,
hot?
but I'm just saying this out of character. But well, you're failing because you're always hot.
Huh. I like my dark shades. It does get a little toasty though. And Kovgum, this is pretty much what it would feel like on a sunny day where you're from, anyways.
Yeah, it's just like, is it hot? This feels normal.
It's been cold the rest of the time.
Can't let it be like.
The question of, does he even feel cold?
He's a lizard, so they do register cold as being tired.
Yeah.
And
It's like,
having
I finally have full energy.
which is not a good thing.
So their powers.
The air makes me sleepy.
Mood.
I do not like this air. This air makes me sleepy.
Oh my god.
Alright. Alright, we're going up to floor 3. Alright, come on in, you slowpokes. She's in one of the big elevators that leads up the side of the building.
Alright.
Ogum's already in the elevator. He just has energy now.
Fair. And yeah, these are
You
like
ready?
those glass tube elevators that are on the outside of buildings.
Like that. I've seen one in a movie, so I know what you're talking about. I just can't remember the name of the movie right now.
I mean,
Yeah.
Captain America.
Yeah, I think it was that
There's one of those in
one.
that one.
Winter Soldier.
It's no. Yes?
It's the one where Bucky came back.
Yeah.
Yeah, Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Then.
It's also one in Bloodshot, if you've seen that movie.
Have not.
No, yeah, but
That's
That's
it's a different movie. Anyways.
Point
Yeah,
is, I know the
she
kind of elevator
pushes-
you're talking about.
Yeah. Pushes a button on it, and you all load in, it starts rising up. So y'all a little bit of an eclectic group, I gotta say.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised too.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Ali's just investigating the mechanisms.
Yeah,
If I
Is
just...
it's interesting because there's no, like, winch above or below this elevator. It's just sort of rising.
Magnets. Or magic. I don't know. Magnets are magic.
Yeah, magnets are magic.
There.
Magnets. How do they work?
Gamzee screams in the distance. I had to. I'm sorry.
I don't get
Yeah,
it.
you got yourself a nice little Cecil right here. Got yourself a charming little lizard folk boy.
Yeah.
Big old fluffy lion man. This handsome devil boy.
Thank you.
And blue boy.
Cerulean's like taken aback by that. He's not offended by it. It's just like, most people clock me as a half elf before they realize I'm a tiefling.
I can see little nubbins coming out through your hair.
Fair
Miss
enough.
Morgan
Also-
always been really perceptive.
Also usually half elves have more of a rounded bottom to their earlobe. You don't.
Yeah, I've never really noticed that.
Yeah, they have like how normal humans got that like little droopy thing at the bottom of their ear.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, sometimes it's connected, I guess, but normally half elves have like the full little droopy bit. Tieflings usually just have straight pointed ears. So it's a subtle little trait, but I can notice it.
Fair enough.
Also helps that I can smell the fact you got infernal blood. He just smiles. Teeth smile.
That is a very strong sense of smell.
It's a very strong smell.
What do I smell like?
I don't know, like the jungle, probably?
Like
The
a bit
swamp?
like wild fruit and fish. But like good fish.
Yeah.
Good fish shouldn't have a smell.
That is untrue.
Yeah.
Good fish do have a smell.
Yeah, they don't smell like they're rotting.
Yeah, they don't smell like rotting fish, but a good fish does have a smell. It's kind of like a lightly oily, kind of a little bit salty scent.
Yeah. See, that one I know.
Yes.
Very distinctly, I don't know why people say good fish don't have a smell, because it does have a smell.
Does, yeah.
It does. It's
It-
not bad. It just doesn't. It's a smell.
It's
And
an
different fish smell
inoffensive
like different
smell. When people say that it worry if it has a smell, they mean if the smell is offensive.
Yeah. And like different types of fish have different smells. Like salmon smells very distinctly different than tuna.
True.
Doesn't that just kind of depend on how they're cooked?
No, like the raw fish smells different.
No, I haven't.
I really like
don't-
fish, so
Yeah.
it's one of the few proteins I can eat without causing concerns to my digestive system.
I'm the opposite. I can't.
That's kind of
I developed an allergy later in life, which makes me sad.
I'm
Aw,
sorry.
that would bum me out if I had the same thing happen to me, because I just love fish. It is very good.
Gives me an excuse not to eat sushi.
Fair enough.
Alright, it's really good. I'm allergic to fish. I could die.
Fair. Alright then. And third floor. Alright, I'll need y'all in. You're on third floor, room C. It's gonna be a little bit away from the door here. This is the only inside lecture halls we have, so they're spread apart pretty far because the dorm or the rooms themselves are pretty big.
Lead the way.
As she's inside
Vibrating
and
intensifies.
Yeah, as she's inside and out of range of the sunlight, she does close the parasol and just sort of hangs the hook-like end of it on her wrist. All right, room C, room C, room C. Here we go. And she just gestures you to one of these rooms that does distinctly have 3C above the door. I led you to it. I don't really want to go inside, if I'm being honest.
You don't have to.
Amazing.
Thanks so much again, Miss Margaret.
Not a problem. I'll stand out here. Even though I guess I technically don't have to, since you have a permanent pass, you should actually be able to use the elevator yourself. But I'll still stand out here. I don't got anywhere else I need to be right now. Alright. So the room itself now lies before you.
Cecil turns around real quick. Before we go in, please try not to be confrontational. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
Why
You're not
would...
going to tell them who Miss Stonefield is?
Yeah, you're going to say restrain Elio.
I'm not confrontational. I'll be too busy writing notes.
I think it was more to keep you from touching things you shouldn't be touching.
Yeah, basically.
She didn't say not to touch things.
She's really high up in terms of people in power within the Spire. She's very kind, very generous, but she's still kind of strict, and I don't want to get on her bad side.
That's fair.
Can't promise pictures.
Yeah. Specifically, Cecil, you do know that Miss Stonefield is actually the leader of the Spire.
Yeah, but also it's like, have a respect for authority. I'm not going to just tell you she's the leader,
Fair.
because you might get over intimidated.
Fair.
Yeah.
I was actually just making sure you remembered because I didn't know if you did.
I didn't remember, but thank you.
All right. The door layeth before you.
Yeah.
Except it's not laying; it's standing.
Do you want to go in
I roll
first?
insight on door. No, I'm kidding. I knocked on it.
Roll insight on the door.
Do you want to go in first since you seem to know the people here? Might be better
Yeah.
if they see a familiar face before talking to us.
Yeah. Give me a second. And Cecil kind of just like takes off her hat, kind of like pats it down a little bit, her hair a little bit, and then puts the hat back on. Okay. Knock, knock, knock.
You knock, 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 and there is no response. But you do still hear the sounds of a lecture going on inside the room.
Kokum
The
pushes
door
the
is
door.
unlocked.
No.
Kokum just reaches past you and just opens the door handle.
Cecil's just like frozen in mid-second round of knocking. It's like,
Go.
You push the door handle open. Inside, it's very similar to the lecture halls you saw previously, though this one is actually considerably larger than the previous ones you've seen. Probably about twice the size in terms of seating capacity. It actually sort of wraps around almost the center podium where you can see a very tall, gray-haired woman standing. It's actually a little bit hard to tell from here. But she is very tall. That is the most notable thing about her, that you can see from your current position.
Can Ellie see the board?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check just to see what you can see on it immediately. Alu, with those peeping 20s.
Yeah, I figured out you just in the doorway like, nose?
Puts the goggles
Yeah, no.
on, puts the goggles on, turns them binoculars.
Yes.
For each eye.
You do get a pretty good gander of what's...
Nope.
Yeah, you
I
actually
like
do get a
those.
pretty good gander of what's on the board right now. It appears to be a diagram of a pretty complicated system of circuitry being displayed. And also, you immediately notice what looks to be mechanical joints and limbs being put on display. It actually, as you're examining it, because you got a 20, I'll give you this, it looks like the designs for a prosthesis. Specifically for an arm. But you also happen to notice, as you notice that Ashen herself does not have her right arm. There is, however, a mechanical severed right arm just sitting on a table next to her.
Neat. There's just like a very low squeal.
Low frequency squeal.
Happy Alu noises.
Happy alien noises. Furiously writing down a notebook.
As you squeal, you all hear, sort of in a weirdly booming voice, "Don't just stand by the door, come in."
Ogum's already walking in.
It's like, oh boy.
Okay.
More addressing the rest of the group.
Mm-hmm.
Close-
Yeah.
And close it after you get in.
Yes, ma'am.
Cecil takes the liberty to close
Yeah.
it.
We are here from Ada, and
Yeah, Koga just walks. I imagine
Oh my
Koga
God,
just
you're
walks
explaining
right to the front of the
everything, wow.
theater.
yeah, just walks right up. Oh,
Wow.
wait, I'm supposed to be doing the talking thing. We are
Koga,
from
something you
Ada.
realize. Koga, something you realize as you get closer to this woman is that she looks like a human, but she is probably at least 8 feet tall. Like, she makes you feel short.
Lady Dimitrescu, is that you?
Big.
Comparable in
Just-
height, though
Is
not
it?
in build.
Isn't Lady D taller than that though? Almost 10 foot tall.
Lady D,
She's actually she's around 9 feet tall without her
yeah,
hat.
Lady D is 9 feet tall.
Yeah.
Mm,
Still taller, yes.
Just go in
This
his
is ridiculously tall for a human, though, is the thing.
brain. Big, soft skin. Very big.
Oh,
soft skin, lovely.
You
No.
must be from out of the city, then.
No,
Hey,
I
Dave.
said that was in his brain.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that part.
No.
Yeah. It's entirely not out of the wheelhouse for Kokum to just say that.
I know. But
Interestingly enough, you still get the same response.
Ah. Eh, we are here to talk to a Philip Castile. And he'll scan the room for the person.
Just
Alright,
hard.
make a perception check.
Mm,
She does give you a bit of like again, that sort of like lips drawn tight squint. As you say your first student.
Yeah.
Wait.
Cecil's just like in her head, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
yeah.
Oh.
yeah. Yeah. Sorry, just. Why
Welcome,
did we
as you
let him talk?
You didn't let him, you just did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome,
Why
as
did
you
you?
scan around the room.
But
Kokum, as you scan around the room looking for this individual, you don't see them. You just see a lot of people just looking very confused at you. You're just like, what am I looking for again? Red hair, plain face. What does plain face mean for a human? They all kinda look the same.
Their skin is all so soft. How do they
There's-
survive?
There's that phrase again. Okay, then. The rest of you up there, please come down here and explain yourselves, please.
Yes, ma'am.
We're at like the top of the lecture hall.
Yeah, all of the entry doors to these lecture halls are at the very top of the... I wouldn't say auditorium, but I don't think that's technically correct. But they're at the top of the...
Stairs leading down.
Yeah, they're at the top back
Auditorium's
row.
accurate.
Yeah, they'd be at the top back row of the auditorium, and the stairs lead downwards.
Okay. That kind of auditorium. I mean, lecture hall.
As the others come down, Kovgum will go back up, if allowed.
Well,
Yeah.
the woman doesn't stop you.
Just see, it's like if we're all coming in on the left, Kovgum then just goes up the right side.
She just sort of watches you as you scamper up the stairs, then turns her eyes to the rest of the group. You're here to interview one of my students, I heard.
Yes, ma'am. we are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see. She looks out over the lecture hall. Philip, get your head out of your backpack and come down here. You all just see as one of the students at the back. If there are 6 rows of chairs in this lecture hall, someone on the middle 5th row just suddenly jolts upright. And you do see, all of you see this sort of almost orange-haired kid. Again, probably no older than 25, though it's kind of hard to tell. And as described, very generic human features. Just a very round nose, somewhat angular face. Just very unassuming.
If no name made humans.
Yeah. It's like you went on a boring character creator and just hit randomize.
Well,
Randomize would give you something way more interesting.
No, that's why I said a
Preset.
boring character creator.
then it's just like a preset, like the preset characters, not a randomizer.
Same thing.
The pro tag, before you customize them.
Exactly.
Before you grab their face by the bones and twist it.
Oh God.
Yes.
What do you do when you can't customize a character?
Accurate, but I don't like the way you said it.
Grab by the bones.
Anyway,
But yeah, this Philip makes his way over to one of the stairwells leading down, specifically the one sort of behind where you all came down.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And as he gets to the edge to start heading down, he immediately turns and bolts out the door.
Now, God damn it.
okay,
Oh,
we're doing this.
Kovgum tries to give chase.
Cecil, what's this? I have a feeling that Cecil's probably still at the door.
You all were making your way down to the main floor of the lecture
but
hall.
Cecil was like the last to close the door behind her.
Well, the thing was, Miss Stonefield wasn't going to say anything until you were all down there.
Oh,
It's one of those things where it's just she wanted to see all of you who was present before making any motions.
okay.
I mean, fair.
But that is where we're going to end off for tonight.
Okay. Of course, the kid would bolt. They always run.
We gonna have our
Well,
first chase next time! Woo!
I just imagine y'all chasing after them and just Al, you staying in the classroom taking notes. I'll catch up later. Big nerd legs and all.
Just goes and takes his seat.
Basically.
Just be like, I'll just keep his seat warm for him.
Yeah.
Stay here in case he circles back around.
Like,
All right then. But yeah, we're wrapping up for today.
Yes. So, before I do my normal ending spiel for us, does anybody have anything they would like to announce or promote, or if you just have something you want to shout out? I mean, we've had a shout out before of Go Watch Owl House, so stuff like that is perfectly allowed in this time period, So, any promotion, announcements, or shout outs?
Sniff your tuna before eating it.
Eat watermelon and mustard.
I hate you.
Maybe try some applesauce in your fish sticks.
Yo, if I actually liked fish, I would try it.
Put applesauce on pepperoni pizza. It's really good.
I will do
No.
that.
It is good,
I like applesauce on
refuse it.
latkes.
I
especially if it's cheap
refuse to
pizza.
believe you.
If it's cheap pizza, it's really good.
I refuse to believe you on principle.
That's
It's
fair.
like pineapple on pizza. That's a little like sweetness. I say this even though I've never had Hawaiian.
Yeah, but
Pizza rocks.
I would rather have pineapple than apple.
What?
The
Pineapple
texture
is
of
just a
applesauce is
longer
really
apple.
weird to me.
Because they're two different flavor textures.
Yeah, but pineapple hurts your tongue. I mean, your mouth. It hurts my mouth.
Yeah, and I respect the spite.
I could slurp down some applesauce. But yeah, try it.
Like, applesauce on latkes is actually really good, but that's a common pairing there.
I thought you said vodka.
Applesauce vodka.
Well, spiking applesauce with a little bit of vodka is good too, but that's for other times.
If you,
I
if you want your
milk and grape
applesauce to
juice.
taste like
Ew!
detergent.
fuck off. No.
I do in fact drink that.
What did you say?
No, applesauce and grape juice or not?
Chocolate milk and grape
Milk
juice.
and grape juice. That's what I meant to say.
I mean, I
But
drink
yeah.
olive. I mean, I drink like olive brine and orange juice.
I don't know why. You said olive, my mind filled in garden. garden.
Yes, the entire garden.
I'll
Put it in a
take
blender and slurp it all
Olive
down.
Garden
Yes.
and drink.
Another
To be fair,
recommendation.
there's enough oil that you could drink Olive Garden.
Oh God. Do Olive Gardens exist in
In the States, yeah.
Yeah.
Ontario?
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't think I've ever seen a.
Y'all probably have actual proper Italian restaurants up
Yeah,
there.
you're not missing out on much.
I don't know,
wanna
dude.
go-
I
I
wouldn't
wanna
say
go
that.
to
We
Olive
have
Garden.
East Side Mario's.
I'm gonna go to Olive Garden so bad. I want to get a Moscato.
but
Same.
besides that, watch Vivi Fluoride Eye Song. It's really cool.
If
Baby
you like really
fluoride.
if you like really subjective humor and have a Netflix account, watch Bo Burnham's Inside. It will
it's-
mess with you.
It's so good.
It's really good, but man, is it not comedy.
Sometimes.
It's funny,
funny
but
'cause
it's
it's
not
true.
comedy.
Yeah, it's funny, but oh
It's funny
man.
because it hurts still a little bit too real.
It's very real.
It makes my skin hurt.
People
That's Bo
think Bo
Burnham.
Burnham didn't. People think Bo Burnham didn't pull punches before. He certainly doesn't now.
Oh god, no. Fucking great.
No, but seriously, watch it. It's really
Yeah.
insightful to the personality shifts of people over the course of quarantine. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
the world in general.
Yeah.
It make me the big sad.
It was a one and done for me. I'm glad I watched it. Don't think I'll ever watch it again.
No,
I'll
it's fine.
probably watch it again, especially if someone else wants to watch it. I will gladly stream it for someone. Where I can do so legally, Netflix don't come for me. Just for other people in my household.
Yeah, casting it to the TV. That's perfectly fine.
Exactly. Not to my friends in different countries.
Okay, but is that it? No
Yeah,
more.
what friends and
No more
Yeah, I
shutdowns
got
or
none.
anything? Okay, so with that being said, If you enjoyed this kind of modern take on D&D and would like to see more of it, check this channel on Thursday evenings at around 7 p.m. EST. Hey, we were only like 2 or 3 minutes late tonight, guys. We were almost on time perfectly.
We were
Yeah,
13
almost.
minutes. We were 13 minutes late tonight.
That's not too bad for
Instead
us.
of 45.
Not too bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Yeah. And if you did like at least the energy this group has and would like to see a more traditional take of D&D with both have homebrew, it's just the other one has different homebrew, and we're doing an additional thing with the level ups, but they haven't come up yet because we haven't leveled up in a while. We're using skill trees in the Saturday campaign is what I'm saying.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you can check us out. You can check out the same channel on Saturdays at or around 8 p.m. EST for our other long-going campaign, The Scattered Realms,
I have a gun
and a hot wife.
and depression.
I mean, that's not too dissimilar to real life, is it?
Ah,
I don't know if
I
he
mean-
has a gun or a hot wife in real life.
I do have a gun. I do not have an attractive wife. Nor is she
Aw.
a succubus.
We can fix that. I'll get
But
the
you have a
supplement
wife.
rules.
What?
Something about
Actually, didn't hear what you
rituals.
said.
Yeah,
Tentacles.
we'll fix it later. I said summoning ritual, not tentacles. That's a
I
different
said-
person that gets the tentacles, and
I
he's not
said-
on this stream.
I was all for the pickles. No, thank you on the tentacles.
Pickle
You never
tentacles.
fucked up before? It's pretty
No,
tasty, actually.
no. I don't play with my food like that.
A jar full of eyeballs.
That is something one of my friend's characters would love. His name is Eggs. He is a disaster little goblin, and we love him, but we don't question why he disappears. And when he
Now has
does,
so many eyeballs.
yeah.
See, I heard oddballs, and I was like, so just a jar of random pickled vegetables? That would be interesting.
Look, my lizard folk, who is also named Kovgum, did not question it. As long as they weren't his eyes, that's fine. Anyways,
Yes, if you want to see the shenanigans we get up to in our more traditional D&D setting game, you can check us out Saturdays at around 8 p.m. EST. Since we don't have a set schedule, and if life gets in the way, we just don't stream. It's if we're not live on the times and nights that I've told you, then I'm sorry, no session that night. But you know,
yeah.
check every week. You'll probably find us.
Look, we're not professional.
Yeah, we do this for fun. I more or less stream so we have the VOD for easy record keeping.
If
we're
they get
being
paid to do this shit, fuck yeah, but nah, that's not probably gonna happen.
Dude, if we got paid to do this, I would push hard to try to get Die Hard to sponsor us too, because I need more pretty
Fair.
shiny click clack math rock.
Oh,
Listen,
fucking same, mate.
They had to do a lot to get Die Hard to sponsor them.
It seemed like a lot of memeing and joking and maybe somebody actually talking to Die Hard. I don't know.
It
I
still
I-
took a lot.
yeah.
There was absolutely a lot of talking with Die Hard behind the scenes.
Yeah.
It's, anyway, let's wrap up.
Yes. So. Shall we all say goodnight?
Good night.
Good note.
Oh, fuck.
Good night.
Oh, love you guys. All right. Good night, everybody. We'll see y'all when we see ya.
Good night.